Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday Night Hangar Talk. Yay! Where the talk's all about hangars, apparently. And we have all our friends here. Artie, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good, all rested up from fishing all day today.
Lon requested that I do this, ask everybody how they're doing tonight to start the show off. He said this ahead of time because this is what makes good YouTube.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because everybody cares how Artie's doing. I care, Artie.
Yep.
Even if Lon shook his head, no, he doesn't care. I care. No, that's good. You went fishing. Good for you. And you did well?
Did very well today. I caught 8 fish, which ties my personal best for the carp species.
And you threw them all back?
Yes, I did.
How do you know it was 8? How come it wasn't maybe...
I count each
You caught the same one 5 times.
Yeah.
Don't even bother taking them off the hook. Just kind of throw them back in. Oh, I got them again.
Well,
I got the world's stupidest carp.
Yeah,
What now?
I have pictures of the carp that I caught. Yeah.
You take pictures of all the fish that you catch?
Yeah.
That's kind of
Most of them.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Most everybody wouldn't believe it.
This one, I call this one Herbert.
Yeah. The smallest one was 25 inches long, and the biggest was 28 inches long. So
That's cool. I got to interrupt you for a second. I have to. I just have to. It's Brenda! Hi, Brenda. And we'll say hi to everybody else in a minute.
Hey.
So that's good. No, it's nice to have hobbies,
Yeah.
And you got one you enjoy. And
Yeah.
okay, what are you still doing that for? What's
Well,
Brenda's here. We've got to let everybody know.
why don't we just do nonstop sound effects for the
Yeah, sound effects for the next half an hour. Say hello, Brenda.
Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself in your reclining years.
Yep.
Reclining
years. Yeah. I'm not doing a whole lot of reclining on a 5-gallon bucket in my
I've
chair.
been reclining for a while.
Yeah.
Nick, no
Declining.
No cats here, my friend. I'm deathly allergic. But the dogs, that's a different story. Okay, well, it's cool. Artie, anything else going on in your happy, pappy little life there, Mr. Singapore?
Just that and brewing some more booze.
Drink some more booze. Booze and fishing, man. That's the life.
Yep.
Fishing and booze. Fishing and
booze. Tomorrow, I may
even
get another batch in another jar. Get that going. Yeah.
Batch.
I wonder if you can make a nice liqueur from fish heads.
Fish heads, yeah. Ooh, that'd be tasty.
Fish heads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roly-poly fish heads. Fish heads,
Just
fish heads.
thinking
Keep
that
them up
same
young.
thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Looking back at me from my drink, Dominic.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hi. How are you? What's up?
Good. Yeah, good. The weather's still shit ass.
Oh.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
becoming a very frustrating exercise at the moment.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the weather. We could talk about the weather, I guess. You want to talk about the weather? It's hot. That's the weather. Boom.
Hot.
Done.
Yep, hot today.
Yeah, half that.
Done.
It was warm. Yep.
Stepped outside.
Hi, Brenda.
It was 92,
Oh,
and the humidity was retarded.
I
It
get
was just
special hello.
oppressive. I walked out that door. Holy crap! That was
And you went out and you said, "Oh, it's like a sauna in here."
yeah. No, I'll tell you though. No, if it wasn't so humid, you could deal with 92 all day.
Yeah.
With a little sunblock. But ugh, God, the air was
Yeah, I always get worried when
air
the
was
humidity's
sultry.
higher than the heat.
Yeah. Well, we got up to 100 today. So,
Yes.
Ooh, triple digits.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yep.
And
And it's
in
supposed to get up to
Colorado?
100 tomorrow.
Colorado.
It's been about 7
Ah.
months since we've been to that number.
Wow, that wasn't a feels like, that was the actual temperature.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, because it's so dry here. Yeah. With about 30%
Dry.
humidity.
Not in your place, it's not.
Yeah.
He said,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've got to say it. It was moist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the night was moist.
Moist.
It was sultry. The night was sultry.
Moist.
Moist.
Super
moist.
You guys know what that's from, right? Throw mama
South
from the
Park.
train.
Yeah.
No. Throw mama from the train.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, he couldn't come up with a word. He started out with the night was moist. And they couldn't come up all through the whole movie, and then that crazy old woman goes sultry, which was the perfect word for the. It was so night was sultry. Then he really wanted to kill her. So, anyway, Dominic, how is it sultry where you're at?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
Cold, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're struggling to. I reckon we're struggling to hit the mid 50s.
Ah.
Sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Yeah.
Gary from
Hey,
Beckrail.
Gary.
Okay, Lloyd, we're doing the weather around, I guess. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
It was 130
early.
degrees there today, or
Well, I was going to say we're struggling to hit 62, but as well. But we're trying to get down to 60 because it was 101 today with 52% humidity.
Wowzers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
well, 50, just nothing.
Well, that's true.
Hold my beer.
Yep, that's a whole my beer
Yeah,
moment.
the
I'll
other
tell you.
day it was, I think Friday it was 90. Well, no, Friday it was 100 as well. We've had 100-degree temperatures almost straight for a week now. And but Friday, we had about 75% humidity, and it was 100 degrees.
Hmm.
And then we got thunderstorms, which was just enough to. It sprinkled just enough to make everything muddy and dirty, and then even muggier. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm doing good. Just hanging in there, trying to stay cool down.
Yep.
Yeah, working on my banjos and guitars, and I have somebody who's interested in one, so I got to. They texted me today, so I got to reach out to them and give them a price. So
$500 minimum.
Yeah, there you go.
right. No, I'll never charge that much. Well,
400.
maybe
What? You mean if someone was willing to pay you that, you wouldn't take
somebody
it?
pays me that, you betcha, I'll sell it to them.
Then don't say never.
You betcha.
Yeah. I said I wouldn't charge that, but if they're willing to pay that, I will take it gladly.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But hypothetically speaking, if someone paid you,
Yeah, if someone paid me,
That
I'd just
means you
take it.
charge
Yes,
them
I
that.
charge that. Yeah.
How long does it take you to make a guitar like that?
I can do one in about a day and a half, pretty easy.
A day and a half.
Yeah, and
Right.
A day and a half of your labor is not worth $500, is what you're saying.
yeah, well, I got to do something with my day. I'm retired, so it's not like
Oh yeah, I get it, but damn, son, that's
you gotta figure
that's
at
a
least,
half a day.
even if you
what I
want to be
charge.
modest and say it's $200 a day, $1,000 a week, decent
Yep.
income for a retired guy. That's
Yeah.
still $300 there, Lloyd.
Well, yeah. No, I say a day and a half. That's not.
That's
I
if I
get
don't
up
take
and
7
breaks
bathroom
at
breaks.
night,
Yeah.
if I'm doing any extra modifications, that sometimes I'm working on a new mod, and that takes me a couple of days to get it worked out.
See,
so.
that's where you make your money. Is the mods. You know, you got to sell the
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The
Sizzle.
mod squad.
Well, almost do
Sizzle.
a subscription service for the
Yeah, I'm gonna
mods.
Start them at $99 and they end up at
A banjo of the month. He can have a banjo of the
$5.95.
month.
Well,
everybody.
yeah,
Banjo of the month. Or
And I'm
mod
gonna
of the
start
month.
making little 2.5 watt. I'm making 2.5 watt amplifiers now, starting to out of cigar boxes. So
Yeah, I thought it took you a minute to make one of those, and I'm just like, brother, we bill out at about $300 an hour for when I go somewhere. I'm like,
yeah, well,
yeah, I'm just saying.
but I'm not a very experienced luthier, so I can't charge what a luthier would charge, which is
sure, fair.
a loser. What a loser would charge?
Loot
What?
here.
Yeah, well,
It comes from
loser.
the loot. It comes from loot. Yeah, someone that makes
Yeah.
lutes.
Yes,
and
exactly,
to
yeah.
guitars and whatever.
yeah.
Well, plus
Yeah.
with Lloyd's custom guitars, you get cut out the middleman because the owner is the producer, so you don't have that overlay. So you have to charge
That's
300.
true. That's true. Yeah.
You charge
And
200 instead.
and
Oh.
each one of them is a one of a kind. There's no
Oh,
two
yeah?
alike. Yeah.
Completely bespoke solution.
Custom, completely custom.
Yeah.
Handmade.
Everyone's a custom piece.
Handmade.
So.
Just become Amish. That would help. You could charge
Yeah,
extra
there you
100
go.
just because
Yeah,
of that.
I got the beard, so
You can
Yeah,
do
and-
custom.
Get you the hat.
You show them
Get you the
pictures of
hat.
all the different boxes you got. You know, all the different
Yeah,
cigars,
there you
and they
go.
can choose
Yeah.
the one they want. And you show them the different neck designs that you do, and they can choose the one they
yeah,
want.
yeah.
You know how many bridges, struts, strings. You know, and
Well,
then-
that's another thing I'm going to build here this next week is I'm going to build an actual diddly bow.
Oh, a diddly bow. What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
diddly.
What's it? Is that like a tall thing? A boom, 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 boom?
Well,
What is
no,
that?
well that's technically a stand-up diddly bow bass, but yes, that's
Oh, okay.
we're talking about a one-string.
Hi, Grant.
And you bend it back and forth to change the tone, right?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
you just use a slide across it.
Oh, it's
Yeah, but don't you bend it to change the
Uh-uh.
tone?
Nope.
How do you change the tone?
with the
By
slide?
using a
just
slide.
said that,
You
damn it.
slide up and down the string.
No.
Because
Up and down. You're
because-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm thinking of it being on your lap. But yes,
I'm thinking about it being on my lap too.
Yeah.
like a lap
Not
steel or a
yet.
dobro, like a lap steel or a dobro, but it's got
Oh.
one string.
One string. Sure.
Yeah, and they're called
Interesting.
diddly bows.
Diddly, diddly,
Um,
diddly.
Paco and I got into this argument here a
kidding?
couple of weeks ago when I started calling mine canjos. He says, "Well, that's not a canjo.
That's
I've
weird.
got one. It's still in the package." So I wait a minute, what's this? And I looked it up, and some guy took a diddly bow, stuck it on a friggin' vegetable can, and then marketed it and trademarked the name diddly bow,
Oh,
or trademarked the name canjo, which
can
that's not really what a canjo is. A canjo is like what I make, tin can or cookie can canjos. So, but
Yeah, I don't know how they got those guys got. That's the name. That's what the name of my member. Diddly bow.
That's what you call him?
diddly bow,
Hello,
yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Mr. Kitty.
Hey, Michael.
And
Hi,
that
Mike.
is where
Okay.
Bo Diddley picked up his name, was because of Mississippi blues. The diddly bows were big.
So he was dyslexic.
Yeah, he just reversed the name and
Yeah,
called himself Bo
gotcha.
Diddley. Yeah,
Didn't know he was
Yeah.
dyslexic. All right.
yeah.
Lon, how
Well,
are you and
good
how's your day?
Oh, shoot, you were gonna come to me, weren't you? Good. I flew my drone and went to the gun range and all that kind of cute stuff. And yeah,
Did you enjoy it? Did you have a-
yeah, not bad. Oh, I went to exchange a battery at Walmart and got attacked by about a 50-cent size spider. 50-cent
Nice.
size.
Oh,
And this
wow.
poor black girl
nice.
was at the counter. And the poor black girl was at the counter. I saw it coming at me, but I thought it kind of went past me. You know what I mean? And so I was like, yeah, whatever. And I get in there and she bought Peter pants. Because she goes, oh my God, you got a spider on me. And I looked and it's like a 50-cent size spider was sitting on my shoulder.
Oh,
Like a
well,
parrot.
maybe-
It was pretty
That's a
funny.
tiny spider.
Yeah, by your standards, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she about lost it.
You should say, hey,
Stereotypical
calm
black
down,
woman
calm down.
overreaction.
Calm
Yeah.
down. Harvey suffers from hypertension, man. Relax. You're gonna scare.
Yeah.
You're gonna hurt him.
No,
This
Nick,
is
the gun wasn't
my,
on the drone, but
service
yeah, she
fighter.
lost it. And she was
Yeah.
screaming. She goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She's doing this. I mean, just stereotypical. Stereotypical.
I was wondering why you felt the need to express that she was black 3 or 4 times.
Because it's a stereotypical reaction.
Okay.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I'd say most women actually are like that.
Not like this. I'm telling you,
kidding me?
there's a flavor.
My wife thought a snake came in the garage. I came home. She was still sitting on top of the washing machine. She was. She had a machete in her hand, sitting on top of the washing machine, looking for the thing.
what? But
Right.
was it running?
Was she running around in circles screaming
No, I
and
mean,
doing
what-
like this? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Just sitting up there, waiting for me to get home. She knew I'd be home soon, so she just stayed up there.
Yeah. At any rate, it was pretty funny. But other than that, no. Just chilling at the house.
I worked
Other than
today.
that, did you?
John was there, and guess what he did?
Nothing.
He gave me back the drone.
Who the fuck is John? Oh, the guy you gave the drone to. Okay, now it
Yeah,
comes.
It
It comes
shows how
funny.
much he listens to. You know,
No. I remember you
But-
gave some guy a drone, but I didn't remember.
it
what
was
his name
John. It was my boss. I mentioned that. I did talk.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
The guy that I said you met the guy at the meetup. He
Yeah.
was there. He said, hello
Right.
to-
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he said it's a waste. He'll never fly it because he was so excited the day I gave it to him, and he took it out
Right,
front.
yeah.
He actually flew around,
Right.
and he goes, I guess he felt guilty, accepting something like that and not using it.
Hmm.
It's like we already registered in your name. But God bless DJI. It didn't go all the way through. It's not registered to anybody. I checked. I put it up. I
Yeah.
said, "Well, we'll have to go back in with your fly app,"
Yeah.
and it showed it's not bound to anyone.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's a free bird.
It's a
So
free
I was just gonna rebind it. I thought, well, wait, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
And now I got to make a decision. What am I going to do with it?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I just give it away at the next meetup.
Yeah.
There you
give
go.
away-
There
give
you go.
away.
What is it? Just a mini
Yeah.
2?
It's a Mini 2 Fly More kit
Hmm.
with
yeah,
some extra. A couple of actually, it didn't come with any,
Oh,
but
it's
a
a
couple
Fly
of
ND filters?
thank you.
Losers?
Yeah,
Oh.
I put that day, that sunny fire day thing. It had 3, and I lost one in Austin. It's like it's got 2. Actually, all it's got is an 8 and a CPO. Better than nothing. Anyway, that's in there, and of course a little Landsy light, and
Mm.
it's got the shark sticker on it,
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
so it's stylish.
Yeah, so that'll be
And,
worth more now.
It's down to 2 batteries because one swelled.
Mm.
But if I give it away, maybe I'll buy a 3rd battery, so they'll at least have one brand new one that they know they can count on.
Nana, Brad there from Nana Zodiac could be an interested party.
Oh,
Nana
yeah.
says he'll take it.
Well, that's awfully pleasant of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the other thought, was maybe give it away on the channel, but because that is kind of far off to be
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah,
there
it
getting
is.
older and
Yeah.
older and older. It's not a really high hour drone, because I went to the Air 2S as soon as it came out. So
Well, maybe give it away around Christmas time. Do a Christmas show and give it away.
There
Yeah,
you
Christmas
go.
show and do a
We'll
Christmas.
we'll see. But
You know what?
anyway,
Memorial Day show.
yeah.
Getting a drone
Yeah.
for Christmas sucks, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
Remember-
Well,
You know,
I got something.
it's either
the- the
raining
other-
or snowing
The-
or
the other
whatever.
thing
And
I
it
must
sucks.
Yeah.
The other thing I must say is when you mention the word giveaway, our viewership went from 6 people to 20.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Hey, remember I was getting like 60 some people in here when
I think we had
Alexis
80 at
was
one stage.
giving away all that stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I decided, well, this is negative returns. So
I
anyway,
think we had the headset episode.
remember we talked
and I
about.
reckon it
I'm sorry,
was around 80.
Good night,
I
Brenda.
reckon you got.
I didn't remember 80. I remember it's 60. Again already? Oh,
Oh, see?
Oh,
Good night, Brenda.
good night, Brenda.
Good night again.
Yeah.
See you in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we talking about Channel Project Farm, and you got that guy that tests all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you remember, you know what he says, right? He says,
Yeah. Very impressive.
"Very impressive."
Yeah.
So after we
We're
had
gonna
that
test
conversation,
that.
after we had that conversation, I decided to buy a shirt from him.
We're
I like
gonna
his-
test that.
Yeah, we're gonna test that. I like his channel. It's very informative. He goes through all. Dude
Conceivable.
spends a lot of money to do the stuff that he does. He's not.
Yeah.
That stuff's not given them. He just buys it
Right.
all.
Yeah.
You know, and tears half of it to pieces. So
Bill, did you know that today is National Bowling Day?
you said Happy
Wow.
Bowling Day to me, which to me is like, fuck you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Don't.
So I guessed that was the idea.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, because it was on Fox and Friends Saturday morning show, and they actually bowled on the set.
How ironic, because we were like a little slower than usual today.
Yeah.
Cam, National Bowl, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
How come I don't have a day? So there
I
you
thought
go.
it was Boxing
Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
call that?
Boxing
Well,
Day.
That's
Day.
Christmas.
Oh, I thought Boxing Day was coming up. Well, anyway.
No, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. It's
Day after. I knew it was somewhere.
In the United States, that's known as Reboxing Day.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because that's what it is.
Right.
The rich folks give their servants the day off, and then they give them presents of whatever they got, and they put them in a box and take them to their servants to hand out. So, thus, it's called Boxing Day.
Cool.
Is that what it is? That right?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like the Boxer Rebellion or some political thing or a war. No?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
I thought it was a no tax day in different countries or something, but there's no sales tax on certain items or something.
Yeah, no,
They
it's
call that
Boxing
Boxing
Day
Day.
is it's the 26th of December, and they give away because during Christmas
And here I
all
thought
of
it
the
was being-
servants have to work.
yeah.
So it's the day after Christmas, and that's
You're
the day
going to
that
tell us
they
the same
celebrate.
story again. Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure you got it right, you know? Oh, here's something.
Okay.
Did you know that you guys, if everybody here has probably had a buck 110, a knife, pocket knife,
Oh, yeah.
folding knife?
I've
Yeah,
had
buck
pocket
blade
knife.
I've had
Yeah.
pocket knives. I've had Swiss
Not
Army
buck,
knives.
not
I've
buck
had
brand, but
The buck,
pocket knives.
the
Yes.
buck brand, you know, which has
like
the
a
sheath.
buck
that they-
knife. I've certainly
Yeah,
heard of
buck
them, but
knife,
I've
yeah.
never had one. No.
Well, you know what they are. Well, apparently there was a defect or as they wore, because they're kind of hard when they're brand new to open up, but as they wore, they become a gravity open knife,
Oh, yeah.
and they became illegal throughout from the 50s the law was enacted in the 50s because of the switchblades. Everybody was
Yeah.
getting worried
Belly
about
pop,
those.
belly pop.
So in the 70s, when these buck knives and cops were pulling people over, especially in New York, but in a lot of other states,
Mhm.
they were pulling people over and arresting them and charging them with the felony of having an automatic knife.
Well,
Because
it
it
was-
dropped open.
Yeah, it was called a gravity feed.
So how about a knife that doesn't even fold? That's automatically open.
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
You get a straight
Stationary
knife. That's
blade.
it.
Yeah.
It's open.
yeah,
That's
true.
interesting you mentioned that because it's not in Michigan. It's not illegal to have a switchblade anymore. They
Well, yeah, they
they
changed the law,
quietly
yeah.
flipped that like 10 years ago or 6 years ago, and then
Yeah.
bothered that they didn't advertise it. Of course,
Some of these laws in New York, the law wasn't officially changed until 2019.
yeah.
But there were people that lost their jobs because they got felonies and they couldn't have security clearances and stuff just because they got pulled over for a ticket and the guy saw they had a buck knife and they checked it. Yeah. And it was just some really stupid old laws that the cops, especially during the stop and frisk era of New York
Right.
City. Yeah.
Yep.
That's where they were arresting so many people on that. And
I don't know what happened to my big knife. It should be sitting
Yeah,
there.
there was a time around here that was pretty heavy for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, they quit that. I got a couple switchblades.
Yeah.
My jump
Yeah.
knife was a switchblade when I was in airborne.
Did you
Yeah,
know?
it's
Did you know?
switchblades.
Did you know DeWalt made knives?
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not.
Milwaukee
This-
does too.
This was left in the bowling center, and it sat in my safe for like over a year. And I figured I don't think he's coming back, so I just took it.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
not
my
much,
jump,
it's not much of a knife. I wonder, are knives a problem on a live stream?
that's a Tanto. I don't know, but it's too late now.
Yeah.
I
get 'em.
almost pulled my knife out. Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to do that
Well, I
because you'll get in
didn't pull
trouble.
mine.
Yeah.
I've actually got a 110 laying around here somewhere that I found it in a bunch of stuff, and I guess it was my son's, and he loaned it to Judy, and it showed up here one day. Like, where the hell did this come from?
I have a Smith and Wesson knife here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. It's like one
Yeah,
of
I've
those
got-
curved. It's like these. It's like curved
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, hook knife.
Yeah. It's pretty sharp.
Yeah, I got a Smith and Wesson as well.
Good if I
So,
knew where it was.
matter
Oh
of
well.
fact,
I got a bunch of Smith & Wesson throwing knives. But
Yeah?
my jump knife was a switchblade
one's a
because if we
German.
got one arm that's incapacitated, to come down to some trees, you got to be able to cut the straps. So
Hey, let's. You know what? We.
they
Hi,
gave
hey,
me a
Jack.
jump knife.
Jack's here. Hi, Jack.
Hey,
Hey,
Jack.
why don't you say hi to everybody? Art? We didn't do that, and we were up to
Yeah.
19, and now we're down to 16. So let's say hi before they all go home.
Alrighty, we got Jack, Lake Pilot, and we got Gary, Ben Trail, and we got Brian, Waypoint, New England. We got Nick, FTFO Media, and Brad, Nana's Attic, and hey, Sleeping Beauty, Brenda, Sunstar, and we got
Maybe.
Brian, Cool Cat. He's a cool cat. Meow. And
Mike,
who
you mean
else?
Michael?
Michael. Yep.
Actually, it's in
Okay,
my,
Michael.
it's in my truck. Never,
Apple.
never mind. All right.
And let's see who else is here. That's it.
You said Jack, Lake Pilot, right?
Jack, like
Yeah.
pilot.
Yep, yep.
Mhm.
yeah, I thought I saw that Grant
Nick,
was here too, but I may be
FTFO.
wrong.
What's a Digital Demon?
Digital
Justin.
Demon.
What's that?
Oh,
I wonder if he's a moderator.
yeah.
Repeat, Dominic.
What?
What's his name? His name?
That's Justin.
Justin.
Okay,
Yeah.
but this isn't the Justin.
Oh yeah, Justin. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
It's not Justin.
It's the Justin?
the
Yep.
Justin. Yeah, that
That
The
one.
Justin I know?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
Hi,
Justin.
Justin. I didn't know that was his name, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes, you can show it. Okay.
Yeah, and Grant's here too.
You're talking
Hey,
about my
Grant.
knife, right? yes. Yes, you can show it. Thank you so much.
And
Yeah,
that's what
well,
she said.
I showed my knife many times.
Have you? That doesn't mean it's all
Yeah,
right.
as long as it's not in a
I've
threatened
sped
wild.
many times, but it's not legal. You know. Okay. All
Hold
right.
on.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Like that. Yeah.
Is that the one that's got the saw?
That's just a thumb flick, right? You're doing right now, which you're doing quite well because I just fucked that up. Yeah. Or does that have a little tension behind it?
It's spring assist.
Is it? That's cool. See, I gotta do it like this, like my tough guy. Oh, gotta open it
You
up.
Yeah.
gotta do it a second time. Do one of these.
Watch.
Yeah, do it twice. I'll get it. Hold on. No, you just gravity toss it.
Yeah.
I used to have a spring assist a long time ago.
I got a bunch of them. I love spring assist.
Long time ago. I don't have too many knives. They come and go. Knives are like women in your life, And although I've had that Smith and Wesson thing for a long time, that's why I was cutting a little antsy.
Some of them are
But-
not as sharp as others.
And that can apply to people,
That's true, and they'll cut you like a knife.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Na na na
Yeah, Just ask Lorraine Bobbitt.
Oh,
That's
snap.
not a knife.
That's
is
That's a flashback.
Yeah.
There's a
We're
K.
in a bobbin.
There's a K bar on the wall above where my dad sits in St. Cloud, which I'll see tomorrow. I'll take a picture if it excites you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that his marine
Oh,
issue?
here it is.
I do
Huh?
have a Chris dagger.
Not sure where he got it from. I think it was gifted. I don't think it was his issued one though.
No.
He was in the service from like 1960
Oh, wow.
to 63 or 64, something like that. That 58. I don't know. It's that period of time. Must have been at least 58 because he was born in 40.
Yeah.
So that's probably right. 58 or 59.
Yeah.
Because he drove truck. He was driving a tractor trailer at 16. The rules were different back then.
Yeah.
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 Well, at least he
Self-taught.
can speak
No
English.
classing. I think the licensing was way looser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's not easy to get one of those things. You know that, right? It's not
Yeah.
cheap either. You got to go to these schools are like 20 years ago. They're like $3,500. That's show that again. A bread. You got a bread knife, right? Got all the teeth and
Yeah,
shit.
this is my jump knife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got some kind of knife on my keychain. It's like
Absolutely. This is spring loaded. I've been stopped with it before, and they're like, "Hey, I don't know if you can have this." I said, "Well, look at the back of it, and it's got the inscription from 101st,
the
101st Airborne."
you know,
And they
in,
go,
in,
"Yeah, I guess you can have it."
in Michigan, you were
Thanks.
saying they soft allowed switchblades. Are there restrictions on the length of the blade? I mean, I'd
Oh, let me
imagine
look it
so.
up.
Yeah.
There's always a restriction.
When
of
we
some
were
kind
young,
on
before they
everything, you know what I
totally
mean?
wiped out switchblades, it was like that. Like you could have one as long as it wasn't wider than your palm, basically, which is like
Yeah.
3.5 inches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the idea. As long as it wasn't deeper than that, which is pretty funny because you could seriously kill somebody
Yeah.
with a 3.5 inch blade. You just got to place it correctly, you know.
Yeah.
I
And
could
which
use
you'd
a
have to-
razor knife.
Which you'd have to do with a longer blade anyway. Place it correctly. Place it in the wrong spot.
I could kill 3,000 people with a box cutter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too soon? Too soon? Too soon?
Yeah, maybe.
Too soon? 9/11. That's how they took over the planes with box cutters.
I don't know. Yeah,
And flew them into a building. Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I knew that. I probably did once upon a time.
Yeah.
That they used a box cutter. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had box cutters. Took over the
That
plane.
is crazy to be able to take over an airplane with a box cutter.
Yeah.
And now try to get a box cutter on a plane.
Yeah.
You feel like spending the afternoon in their back office while they decide whether or not you're going to go to jail for terrorism.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to watch that channel. That guy's great, man. He's well, it's all editing.
He's a kook.
He's a little kooky. He's a little
He's a
kooky.
little
He's
kooky.
clearly smart. I think he's some engineer from MIT or some shit. He
Yeah.
does have some creds behind him, but that's his business that he works out of, and he just does this stuff because he likes doing it, which is cool. And he really gets into the details of stuff that we all buy over the course of our lives. You know, everything from powered ratchets to engine oil. You know, I mean, and going through the paces. I mean, creating machining parts and creating devices to test the viscosity and anything they can't do out there, they send out to labs, and this is all on his dime. So I think it's worth giving back for that because it's very interesting stuff and surprising stuff.
Yeah.
And I've used his advice before, and he wasn't wrong. And don't get me wrong, any batch of any product can have good and bad, you know, as we all know, you know. But
Jesus.
But you can't expect him to buy 12 batches of the same product. You know, that'd be like a little insane. So everything you take with a grain of salt. Like right now, you know what I just got? This is funny. I just got a recall on my 2016 F-150. So it's 10 years old. The model is 10 years old. It's probably 10 and a half. Anyway, and it's a recall on my transmission.
Ooh.
Now, this was a thing for years. Certain transmissions in the Ford, it's called the LED. It's in your transmission, and it's made from plastic. And apparently, there's some leak back, and there's a fix for it. It's not even that expensive a part. Because you raise your transmission, drain all the fluid out. It's a big pain in the balls. But when they go bad, the pressure's wrong. The truck will just drop into second gear on a highway. You know, which would be
And there goes your engine.
probably bad. Well, you probably lose control of the vehicle. It's like they're locked up, you know. Anyway, the funny thing is, you know, it doesn't happen to all vehicles. You know what I mean? Even though I'm in the VIN range. I'm one of the vehicles. Do you know how many miles are on that transmission? It's never had any problems, you know. 210,000 miles, and I just get a recall. So it just seems funny. I would think if it was going to happen, it probably might have should have happened already. You know,
Well,
but I'll go in. They're going to program it away somehow, and
watch it not run right. Watch it run like
Well,
shit.
you
I don't start fucking up now. I know, right?
Recall is only up to 150, but they say anybody above that can still go in up until like July 31st of 2027. So
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm in a big hurry. I don't think it's after all these years, all of a sudden it's just going to fucking happen. I don't have any lights on, and I have code readers and all because I'm a weirdo. I have
Yeah,
lights
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But you generally get that first before it happens. You get this wrench thing on your dashboard like that. It's never been lit. So, like I plug into it with the diagnostic software, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess I should let them do it, right? Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
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 I just got my oil changed, and the guy in the pit said he thought I had a leak. It'd be my first leak ever in this truck, but it's not a good one. He thinks the rear. He said rear main. That's rear main seal. That means you got to drop your transmission to replace that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like having a truck that's been bone dry, and there's still nothing in the driveway, so it might just be weeping. But that could also be a transmission. It gets dirty when it gets under there, or it could just be some shit from when I poured some. Here's the thing: my torque converter, it's got 210,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
It's not going to last for fucking ever, and that's what goes
Right.
first. Typically, it depends. If it's a shit
Yeah, yeah,
transmission,
yeah.
then other things go wrong. But it's a, do I replace it or just get a new transmission? Because I got to drop the transmission. You have that all that cost. So if it's a rear seal on a truck that is really using no oil, so that's why I question where it's coming from, because I just changed
Right,
it 4,000 and I was still well up in the crosshatches from my previous change, and the oil looked clean.
Yeah.
So the truck's doing good. The motor's doing good anyway. It's a
Right. Yeah.
it's a non-turbo. They tend to last longer if you don't beat the fuck out of them. Just like anything else. But
It's like wives.
anyway, this is what's going on with me with that. So I mean, my decision making is, well, if I'm going to drop the tranny to replace the seal, which is not even an expensive part, by the way, it's you pull it out, you put it in a new one. It's just all the labor. Well, maybe that's the time to either replace the torque converter, because with the clean flush, all of a sudden, that the Ford did before they sold it to me, they flushed the whole thing. It wasn't just an oil, transmission change. They flushed
Right,
it,
yeah.
which takes like 13 to 15 quarts instead of just 5 to 7, because all that other stays in the transmission. Well, they flushed it, and a lot of people say don't do that above above $150,000 because your truck will all of a sudden start slipping, having problems. Well, it's really not, except for the torque converter. The shifting's perfect. The gears are perfect. It acts perfectly fine. Now, it's got 210,000 miles on it. Those clutch plates are probably, So that's what I mean. I got to weigh all this, Do I?
Yeah.
Well, it's down. Put in a torque converter.
Yeah.
Well, putting in a $500 torque converter because I'm paying the labor for the seal. Okay. But should I just change out the transmission? I mean, and then you got to weigh that, because if I get a brand new transmission in this thing, it's going to last for years,
Right.
years
yeah,
and years,
yeah.
Based on the history of the truck so far. You're not overpowering that tranny with that naturally aspirated 6 at all. That's part of the reason it has the life that it does. I know this is stuff. Artie, why are you making faces? What's going on? What am I missing?
Franny.
What?
Ew.
I said tranny. You're a child.
God. You said
Well, at least they're fixing the problems. The funny thing is, like the recalls, they're all bunched together with certain vehicles. They're not happening with like 5.0 Coyotes or whatever. It's just like any other brand. You got to shop. And the more complicated a vehicle you're going to buy, and then especially when it's like a first year, you're just asking for a kick in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ford 3.5 turbo in their trucks, first couple of years had some growing pains, but they've been really good for the past like 7-8 years. The problem they've been having lately is that 10-speed transmission that they developed with Chevy. That's what you get, giving them problems. But I have the 6, and I would replace it with the 6. And a lot of people love the 6. 6 was fine. The 10 was overly complicated and more chances for failure.
Yep.
And you're putting it into vehicles that sometimes see exceptionally heavy use. They'll be loaded in the back and they'll be towing something.
Yeah.
Right.
Unlike just popped in a car. But anyway, gone are the days where you can buy a big, massive tractor farm mower like a 300 straight 6 with a 4-speed and manual and a 4, and a manual 4-wheel drive and or something with a Cleveland in it, or whatever. You know what I mean? Can't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And there was something to be said for that simpleness. You could still pop a ridiculously complicated dashboard in it if you wanted to. You want your Android Auto and all your controls and blah blah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love those.
It's not going to have AC anyway, so I don't know what that thing's going to do. No. Well, it could. I missed
But
it.
I must say the one thing that I really love is heated seats.
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cooled seats too.
He likes
a heated and cold.
He likes
Awesome.
a warm bum, doesn't he? He likes a warm fanny. Yes, he does.
You know,
Heated seats
um,
come.
you know,
They come in really
like this-
handy down here.
There's
Yeah.
a point of order there. Fanny means something different in Australia.
Does it? What does it mean?
Yes, it does.
The other side. It's the
It's on
front part, not the
instead of
back part.
The front part is called a fanny.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. On a girl.
You guys are ass backwards, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you're upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, never. If you come to Australia, call it a bum bag. Never refer to it as a fanny pack.
Bum bag.
Okay, all right.
I'll be packing no fannies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that
You
out.
sure? You
real-
sure you're not thinking of like a fanny backing up into it? I mean, I've never. It's crazy that I've never heard this before.
Oh yeah, I learned that real early because
I've
I was
heard
You
it.
know
Before,
everything,
too.
Lloyd. You've been
No, I mean,
forever
I've had
alive
friends from-
forever.
Well, Judy and I had gone to the state fair, and I come back and was telling we were playing games that night, and Grant and another friend of ours from Australia.
Oh, this
Lee,
is starting to sound like a
was
Boom Chicka Wow Wow song.
And,
All right, please
on there. I
continue.
said, yeah. I said, and Judy kept everything in her fanny pack, and they just died laughing. They said, what? What the hell did you call a fanny pack? I said, one of them little packs that you wear on a belt. And then they explained to me what a fanny was. They're like, oh, no. She didn't have-
So
Yeah,
is,
not
that's right.
packed in
Point
her
of
fanny.
order.
is there
Uh-huh.
such a thing as a fanny in Australia? A fanny pack in Australia, or is that just a
We call
concept?
them bum bags.
Bum bags.
Bum bag.
No, I know, but is there? Does the
Yeah,
word
I've got one.
does the word fanny pack mean anything to Australians?
No.
No. Okay, I was just
I think
curious.
we've worked out.
Maybe that's a name for a condom or a
Oh,
cup.
Well,
A cup.
maybe it-
How about a cup? And when you're playing cricket, you guys don't cup up
Yeah.
during cricket, do you?
You are
Yeah.
correct, Michael.
You'd have to have nuts for that.
The word spunk means many different things over here.
okay.
What do you say?
Spunk.
You can be spunky over here
Spunk
too.
means
They just don't say
3
it
or 4
anymore.
different things over here.
yeah, it
Maybe-
does here too. Yeah.
Just
You
run
know, you
into
can be
it.
spunky here. The spunky's been it's still a thing.
No, Steve, you're
Yeah,
missing it. I
use it
really,
too much.
I've got to. I'm sorry, Steve, you're missing it. I really like the truck. The body is near perfect. The drivetrain is great. It's got newish brakes on it, newish tires. I mean, I'm not going to run it till it dies. I'm going to replace drivetrains if I have and just keep it because trucks are fucking retarded. 50 something for low 50s for a base
Oh,
model.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
coming up this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to spend anywhere near that and have a brand new drivetrain. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are other things, of course, but it's axle bearings, viewpoints. I mean, this shit's nothing. You know what I mean? Compared to the cost of purchasing a brand new vehicle.
Yeah.
So anyway, no fanny packs. Okay,
What?
so you packed your shit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
You-
that's
Wait.
called-
You packed your fair share of. Are you gay?
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
he's-
Fannies
I think
are
he's
on a
referring to
female.
He's a fanny packer.
Australian.
Yeah.
The
Female.
fanny pack.
The back door.
I'm sorry. I'm reading it that way. I know you're. I don't think you are. You could be. Nothing wrong with that.
No,
No,
a
just to be
fanny
clear,
pack
no. Nothing wrong with
is
that.
a female.
You can point that thing wherever you want.
Yeah,
As far
yeah.
as I'm concerned, not at me.
Yeah.
But no.
Mhm. Well, now with the newer cars, you can't even use the third-party scanners to scan the codes. You gotta have their proprietary
Yeah.
scanner.
For what?
The IBD2,
Yeah. Mhm.
onboard diagnostic.
Oh yeah, no, of course. It's been like that for years. But the software I have is open source
Yeah.
basic ripoff I mean, but it's open source. They wrote it themselves. They just download the shit and figure it out. And it's only good for Ford, Mercury, Lincoln.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
now it's getting to a point where you can't buy third party.
There's another word.
OBD.
You're not supposed to. This they don't call themselves Ford. You're not supposed to anyway. You pay them money on their
Right.
on their
That's what
foreign
they're
server,
trying
and you
to-
download their software off their
Right.
foreign server,
Mhm.
and you put it on a laptop, and voila, you have a diagnostic maniac. They can
That's
program the computers and add things, and you'd be surprised what's available in a new vehicle that you don't have. That all it has to be is enabled in the settings in the computer.
right.
Hmm.
Well, now they're making it to where it's subscription. You have to buy their subscription.
It's been around for
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
It's been around for years.
BMW do that.
No,
Yeah.
it's been around for years. All the garages, and I know about Ford because that's what I bring in.
Right.
Too often sometimes. But anyway, they told, and I've known that for years. In fact, I worked at a garage, but they've been paying Ford a shit ton of money for that license for years.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I appreciate this open source stuff.
Well,
Right.
and Ford currently is trying.
Not the latest and greatest. They got to wait for stuff to come out, and then you know what I mean. You got to wait sometimes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Liz.
Ford is pushing for new regulations when it comes to automotive that only they can work on their vehicles.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
And
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Just ask John Deere.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same thing John Deere did, and
Yeah.
Ford's
It's
now
not
doing
gonna.
it.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That right to fix stuff has really
No,
gotten big.
you know,
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
want
the right
that.
to fix.
You want that, then you be Apple, and you create all your platforms and have them non-fixable by any. You know what I mean? Be so totally different than all the other cars in the world.
Yeah,
So if you can
yeah.
work on a Ford, you can work on a Chrysler. You can work on a Chrysler. You can
Oh,
work
yeah,
on
yeah,
a Chevy.
yeah.
There's differences, of course, there are, and there's different,
Right.
blah blah blah. It's all the same stuff. You know what I mean? It really up to the level of a backyard mechanic, anyway. And
yeah,
but the one thing where they can separate themselves truly is through computers. But if you don't want anybody
Right,
to work in your car, make it so
right to
obscure.
fix.
You'd have
Yeah,
to manufacture
yeah.
something so obscure that nobody can work on it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what I mean? I mean that's the only way you could rationalize it. Well, only
Yeah.
our mechanics are trained.
Yeah.
You might be able to pass legislation that it will, while it's under warranty to you, that you have to have it worked on,
Well,
You know.
and they're
which I always do
the thing
anyway.
is, it would put out
It's under warranty.
people. It would put out people like Napa and
AutoZone.
AutoZone.
AutoZone,
Yeah,
O'Reilly.
and I'll tell you right, those auto parts
O'Reilly,
change
yeah,
and all that money involved in that's not going to happen.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
too big a cross section of the economy. I
Yeah,
I
but-
really
yeah.
can't see
Justin,
that
I
happening.
think Trump did sign something about the right to work.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right to repair.
Right to repair. Yeah,
Right.
That's the man. He's the man. ROR.
Yeah.
Oh, totally behind that. Yeah. Shit, we paid for it.
yeah. It's our friggin'.
Well, I mean, you know, what are they saying? What if I change my own oil? What if I change my plugs?
Yeah.
What if I replaced my coil packs, which a monkey could do if you can get at them? It was
If
hard.
you can get
It
at
was
'em,
hard
yeah.
with the Ford because 3 of them are underneath the plenum. You got to take 12 bolts out of that and take.
It'd have to be a
all the-
taller monkey
all
rather
the
than a
hoses
shorter
and
monkey.
shit that go to it. You know, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But typically, you're typically what on a
He said you have to be a tall monkey. You have to be like an orangutan rather than a chimp.
Yeah,
let's say.
yeah, because the short one would have to.
it's one bolt.
But they could get a stool to sit on, though.
Yeah.
Well, to be the devil's
Anyway.
advocate, I would think the way I always see it personally when I hear that, because there was a guy that made his whole channel about right to repair. I can't think of his name right now, but he went after Apple and yada yada, and Samsung and some of the other companies. I think if it's under warranty, I think you always have a right to repair. But if you repair it, then at that point they can refuse to work on your vehicle
right.
Right.
Yeah,
or work on your equipment. Period.
Yeah,
Right.
I think things like plugs and stuff that you're plugging in, even coil packs, because they just plug right on top of your plugs.
Yeah, yeah.
There's almost
Mhm.
nothing to them. They,
Right.
you know, you unclip the wire to it, which is a modular. You squeeze, and then
Yeah.
it's one bolt. out of the
Yeah.
air, out of the
Yeah, I think stuff. They,
valve,
that
out of the
was
valve
nice.
cover, and you
Yours
just
was
you
nice.
just pull it
Hello,
out.
Donald.
So
Hey, Don.
but again,
Hey,
some
Don.
vehicles you got to go through more than that because, like I said, the Ford, the one side is all covered up
Yeah.
by what's called a plenum.
Thanks for
It's
the
like an
name.
air breather, and a lot of stuff has to come off of that, and then it has to
Right.
come off, and then you got to torque it exactly the right. Blah blah blah. It's a pain. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But my point is, no matter what, if they want to, I think they should be allowed to make the rule that if you work on anything yourself, they can void your warranty. Personally, which isn't the case right now. You can do a lot of changes to your vehicle, and the manufacturer
Right,
still has
yeah.
to honor the warranty.
Well, I
You
think
know,
I
so-
think what they're talking about is like, I mean, at least say you take it to a shop,
Right. Yeah. An independent shop.
an independent shop,
Mhm.
and they're talking about whether you can take it there under the warranty and whether they should pay,
Right.
or whether they would
Right,
lose it
yeah.
after that or whatever. I don't know.
Right, because they
mean,
make modifications.
I think it depends. I mean, there are shops that actually are not licensed. What am I looking for? They've
Accredited?
they actually they're
Well,
partnered.
certified.
Yes, well, they're
Certified,
yeah,
accredited?
somehow
They will be.
partnered with the company that produces the product. What's that called? That's I mean, they'd even be listed maybe
Right.
on a directory on
Yeah.
say Samsung on their website. You know what I mean? Somewhere
Authorized.
as
Authorized.
an
Authorized.
authorized. Thank you.
repairer.
That's
Yeah.
the word. I
Yeah,
couldn't
for
come up
once,
with.
he's
So if
exactly
you took
right.
it to one of them and you still needed more work and I don't think you should lose your warranty because what's the point of authorizing them if it's
Well,
not
they can't void your warranty at this point. You can
Yeah.
make all kinds of changes to your vehicle. He's exactly right. It's the Mossman Act or something else. Oh, there it is, Magnuson-Moss Act. They can't void your warranty. And
Well, I don't know if it covers
I
changes.
sort of
Maybe.
agree with
I'll be back
that,
in just a
but I
second,
sort
gentlemen.
of don't because I've gone behind customers fucking with their own equipment, and then I got to spend hours trying to figure out what they did. It's like working for Planned Parenthood. I got to
course.
unfuck it.
You're
now.
right. You're right.
You know, it's
what I would
annoying.
think, what I would hope is it was written like this: like if you did work to put it back exactly the way it was,
Mhm.
Ford parts, the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? You did it
Mhm.
just like it was done in their garage because these shops, certified or not, can do that. They can order the Ford parts. They could do the work. You know, most of the time. Sometimes the parts are too new and Ford hasn't released them yet.
Right.
But typically you're okay. To me, if they do it, then in an authorized shop, but if you take it to them and you have them
Good point.
put a larger intake or some enhancement,
Modification.
Right.
yeah, any modification, right? Then I think you're voiding the warranty. To me, I mean, if you're replacing with Ford parts at a shop,
Yeah.
let alone yourself, really, how much? I mean,
That'll rock.
I
That's
can't
not-
imagine just maintenance points like spark plugs is going to be an issue, you know,
Right. Yeah, that's not that. That's not
or
the-
oil
the
changes
mag-
or whatever. But I
No,
take
you can-
I take hers to them for everything because they can't say you took it somewhere else and we're not going to honor the warranty because she's got that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on her drivetrain. So I can get all the oil changes done there, and it's expensive, but it's like extending. It's like make sure they're keeping the warranty because they have the records. I can actually log in, and every time I've gone to that Hyundai dealership is listed, for her maintenance.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah, that's not what I mean. People can make modifications and still claim warranty. That's what
Well,
the Magnuson Act. Okay, I'm gonna finish.
Well,
this.
well, that's what I was saying. But that's what I was saying. I said I would hope that it was written not that way. You know what I mean? I totally understand. But you're saying
Yeah,
it's
that's how
wide.
it's written right now.
It's wide open, huh? That sucks.
Kinda.
That sucks.
Kinda. So it's a tough one for manufacturers because nobody feels sorry for corporations, and I get it. And this is a tough crowd to have this argument with because everybody's like, "Yeah, Louis Rossman's the shit," and I get that. But if someone takes their iPhone apart, right, for whatever reason,
Sure.
and they fuck it up, and then they get to go into the iPhone store and force them to fix it under warranty,
Right.
I think that's kind of shitty. I think that's kind of shitty. I just really do. If you fuck with it yourself and you fuck some shit up, the manufacturer shouldn't be responsible under the warranty, in my opinion.
Well,
You know what I
typically,
mean?
if you're opening it, it's already fucked up. I mean, I think that's the thinking. So they were going to have to go into it and do whatever it is they had to do to fix it. There's nothing saying that you did anything worse to it. You opened it up, you thought you could fix it, and you couldn't, and you sent it in. You're not trying to screw anybody there, and yes, there's a possibility that you'll cause further damage,
Oh, I promise you did. I promise you in my
I've
experience
been
you
inside
did.
cell phones. It's not. I've been inside cell phones. It's not rocket science. I fixed that.
Okay.
I fixed one that's sitting right over there, and we're still.
I agree with Michael. I agree with that. If it's your phone, I got a Fold 7 right here. If I want to take it apart, hey.
Yeah, no.
But Samsung shouldn't be responsible after the fact. if I decide I want to put a second USB port on it or something like that, Samsung shouldn't be responsible if I fucker it up.
No, you know what? And I actually do agree with you. I'm just trying to take the other side of it, but there is another side of it. But is it valid? I don't know. I don't know. But you're right. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. What are you, a dumbass? It's under warranty. Why are you even opening it? Just fucking send it in. You know what I mean? So how many cases are there really of somebody thinking, it's under warranty, but I'm a dumbass, so I'm going to split the fucking size on a $1,500 phone and see if I can fix it.
Yeah,
because there's a YouTube, Yeah.
I just seen it. I just seen it.
Well, I did. I mean, I did mine, but mine wasn't under warranty anymore. Mine was old.
Yeah.
I seen it on a door just recently. The door was put in a month ago by a different company, mind you. They hit it, and then these nitwits, oof, I almost slipped up. These nitwits went out there and decided they were going to mess with it, and they're lucky they didn't lose fingers, and shit was everywhere when I got there, and I'm just like,
oh, they took things apart.
Yeah,
oh,
that's what I'm saying. People do it. I see all the time. I've gone to places where there's blood on the floor. I've passed ambulances on their way out.
Nah, to me, and we don't have doors anywhere near that. You know what I mean? But we do have mechanical doors, and that's what you guys are for. You know what I mean? I'm not splitting that thing open and trying to see if the chain's loose or could I diagnose it? If it wasn't obvious, it's just the board. You know what I mean? It's the same thing every time they come, and and they just grease it up and clean it up and put a new board in it and they're gone. But that's not my job. Is it expensive?
Right.
Fuck yeah, it is. But having your doors open so people can come in is an investment.
And I understand what Don's talking about with Louis Rossman. I've gone back and forth with Louis Rossman a few times, way back in the day when he was like 2,000 subs or whatever.
They're gluing them, are they gluing them, or are they just doing the double?
It's a tape.
No,
It's tough to get them out. It's tough to get them out, though.
You've got to
pull tabs now.
Yeah, but even the
tape
tape
it a little bit so you can work your way around it and take it off.
Yeah, there's tools. You got plastic wedge tools. I've done it. And then it tell you what, if you're lucky, the tape stays in the shell, and then you just push your new one right onto it. You know what I mean? Just boom, easy peasy. Batteries are great.
Yeah, but the problem with that is, and like I said, I'm just taking this stance just for.
I'm not talking about a phone under warranty, Lon.
No. And my point here is that
never done that.
The thing is, if you take it apart for whatever reason, and now, is it still waterproof? So if you dunk it in the toilet and it gets water damage, are you going to send it in and demand that they fix it under the water?
Depends on how good a job you did, I guess, sealing it up. It's not that's what the point of that tape. It kind of keeps moisture.
Well, I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? Now you expect it to be waterproof. You expect it to, do this, that, and the other.
No, you're right. Like I said, I mean, thinking on what you said, I said I agree with you. All the stuff that I've done were not phones under warranty. You know what I mean? It was either throw it away, pay somebody stupid money to do it, or do it myself stupidly. But in my case, it came out. You got to have a little patience and set yourself up. I see, not losing parts. Everything is fucking tiny. The screws. I mean, I had to wear cheaters to take the screws out. They're tiny.
And the proprietary screws too. Apple does. That's another argument against Apple. They'll have like these proprietary screws that are some whack ass size. Yeah. That nobody has a tool for.
I think they're getting away from that too, because people just do aftermarket tools that work with their stuff, and so it's not even worth the extra cost to them to machine or to create Apple only, tool only devices. You know what I'm saying? Are people spending stupid money for Apple tools? No, because they're not even selling it. So you bring it in so that they fix it. So,
Right.
but every Chinese company on the planet knows exactly what you need to get in that fucking phone, and they put it out there for like $9. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so you're just gonna do it. You know. But like
Yeah,
you said,
you're right, Don.
but I would never. If something's under warranty and they're supposed to take care of it, I'm not doing that. Why? Because I'm curious.
Right.
Hey, let's take it apart. Maybe I don't need them.
Yeah, Don, you're right. I was just taking the manufacturer's side of the argument just for the
Sure.
discussion.
And-
You know,
and
I
you're-
was because I can see both sides because I work for a manufacturer
Sure.
and I go out every single day. Customers are fucking with shit, and then they have the nerve to expect me to come out and fix it for free because it's under warranty, and they got out there and fucked with it, and I see it every single day, at least 3 times a week, minimum, and it's annoying as fuck. And then they go, "Yeah, that's under warranty, right?" I just look at them like, "Yeah, dude, you fucked with it." So no,
Our stuff is so old. There's no warranties. There's no there's no nothing. We pay them what we pay them and they get there when they
Right.
get there. Some days I don't have an operating front door for like 2 days.
right?
That which totally sucks. You basically have to leave it cracked so people know to, and they have to be polite enough to at least partially close. AC just flying out there. It's not a double door setup, which is it should be. That's dumb. It should be a double. We have a double door in the back, you know,
Mhm.
and but whatever.
Yeah.
Because when they're bowling, it gets it's a lot of airspace to cool.
Yeah.
6 units struggle sometimes down here in Florida, but they'll do fine if the doors were operating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people complain because it's 74 in here. Shut up. There's
But, yeah.
140 people living, breathing, working out, generating energy. 30 something machines just going nonstop. It's generating heat, but 74 is not exactly uncomfortable. Get over yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a sport, right? Sweat a little bit.
Yeah, speaking of temperatures, I heard this the other day. You know how women, they seem to, you set the temperature, you've had it there for years, but nowadays they're cold, they wrap up in blankets and they put on their winter woolies, just trying to, they're always cold. That's a genetic thing, right?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
Please enlighten me on this genetic theory, sir.
Originally, they should have been in the
Blood
kitchen,
flow in it.
standing over a hot stove cooking. Now that they don't do that anymore, they're out there freezing their ass off, bringing in the wood, making the fire.
I can't believe you just said that. That is just
Sexist would say.
a sexist would say.
Yeah, the way,
The sad thing is, it wasn't a joke. You meant every word of it.
I say, do we have to pause for a moment while we create an apology?
You just, what? If you said that like 4 years ago, I wouldn't have a channel anymore.
But while on that, Art has shared something which he wants to show us, and I was waiting for the appropriate minute to bring it up.
I'll bring it up.
Yep.
It's never appropriate.
There you
What are you
go.
talking about? Look
that's
at
wow.
that fish. How much did that cost?
Did you
At
buy
least
that
it
down there at that Chinese food
Really?
market, or that
Yeah.
Thai food market down there?
Here I am. I
got
have
somebody-
I have dominion over creatures large and small.
Mm-hmm.
I am the art
Mighty
man.
Hunter.
I am the art master.
I want video of him reeling it in. This I gotta see.
Yeah.
This I gotta
to
see
get one
him
of those-
reeling in that big
You have
ass
to get one of
fish.
those drone
I
fishes.
just start
No, you
reeling
see,
this
I see what's
bitch in.
going on here. Look, the fish was looking at the water before, and here's one fish, and he flips it over to give us the other side. Here's another
Yeah,
fish.
it's another fish.
I
Yeah,
see
he
what's
did
going
that.
on.
Yeah. That's an AI.
I want to see Art reel these bitches in because that would
Mm-hmm.
be something to see.
Dude, how much did they weigh?
Oh God, they gotta be.
Oh, gotta
Well-
be. Forget it. Don't even talk. Forget it.
Well,
They gotta be. You're a fisherman. You're a liar. You don't have a hanging scale.
Oh, I do, but I'm not going.
But I'm not going to use it and
Yeah.
not
Not
be able
for
to tell.
carbs. Who gives a
And
shit?
have to lie when I tell my
Tell 'em, Art.
stories.
Who gives a shit what that carp weighs?
Yeah, they're big, they're fat, they're ugly.
Yeah, fuck that
Dude.
carp.
Dude, you're taking pictures with it. All you got to do is hook the mouth and check it out. What that? Don't be a wanker. Why do you have it?
Mhm.
Look at this. This was a 9-pound carp. That's huge. Yes, that would be ridiculous. I doubt any of them are 9 pounds. But I'm just saying.
Mhm.
You're guessing how much they were?
Yeah, they
Like
average
8 pounds.
Yeah,
That'd be 37
Over 8
pounds, I think. Or
That was like about 8 to me from just.
They were good. Well, it's hard to tell because you have to scale it.
Did you say, Lloyd, about 8 maybe?
Who?
7, 8.
Yeah, but who's holding it up? You got to scale it correctly.
Well, that's true.
Well, they're heavy fish. The carps are heavy for sure.
Yeah, if somebody like Kai held it up, it would look like a minnow.
yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be like 89 ounces or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But
16
no,
ounces.
but notwithstanding, those are large fish. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'd be
They
proud of
are.
pulling in something that big, and it would take you 2
I want to
seconds
see that.
using the thing that's in your. It's right there. You said you have one. Means it's laying in your box for some reason,
Because that way,
and
it
you're
goes-
holding it up
Mhm.
for a picture. You can't hold it up for a picture hanging from the hook.
No,
Look at this bitch. This thing is not
Yeah.
7 pounds, 16 ounces. I mean, really, you got to do it right, man.
Yeah.
And put it
Yeah,
on your
if you're
fish.
going, that goes with good fish stories, lying about the weight, how long they are. I mean, it's
There you
part of
go.
a tradition of being a fisherman.
Yeah, whether or not you were the person that actually caught it, because there's no evidence of
Ah,
that.
Well, somebody took the picture, so
So what?
yeah, there's my.
That doesn't
witness.
tell us who caught the fish.
Hey, buddy, would you take a picture of
I
me with
caught
your
the
fish?
fish.
Well, I certainly
Yeah.
will.
Hey, it was his rod. I'll have you know.
Here, let me hold your fish up so you can have a picture of it.
Uh,
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of stories,
Oh.
getting better.
Yeah.
get
This is
that.
Hey.
This is a magazine unload. This is what when you do the quick beep and go up and just empty the mag. This is a magazine unload.
No, that's good.
It's only 7 yards though. It's only 7 yards.
Yeah, but that's standard for qualification, as you well know. For qualifications, it's 7 yards. Bam, 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 bam. Empty. You have like how many seconds or something to empty
Right.
it, you know?
The second
And,
try. That's worse. Yeah, that's way worse.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, this is the
you're-
best one. Right here.
you're wild westing it, you know. Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, 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 bam. Yep. So
It's fun.
it's expensive. A 10 millimeter,
Yeah.
50 cents a round.
Yeah, we
50 cents a round. Yeah.
we were doing 38
around.
revolvers. K-frame
I
revolver
might get a 22.
on top of the K-frame, which is a heavy revolver. I mean, they actually bored them up, bigger cylinders, you know, to 357 and so on and so forth.
Right. Yeah.
But so with 38s, it was a pretty easy to handle weapon.
Yeah.
And bam, bam, bam,
I
bam,
might
bam.
get a
That was-
22.
That was all 5s.
Mm.
So-
I'm thinking about getting 22 just to work on my because I've never been a pistol guy, right? So
Right,
to
yeah.
work on my fundamentals, maybe I'll get a 22. But that won't really help me with this 10 millimeter because the kick on it is so
Right. Yeah. You-
ridiculous
the
that
gun
I got to
that
get
you're
used to
gonna
that
use,
kick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I got to
totally
get used to that kick.
Totally different kind of targeting too. I mean, it's first of all, sidearm targeting is way more expensive. You're going through way more rounds. Yeah, granted, the calibers and if you're shooting rifles or any long gun is going to be high, but you're not pop all over the place. You're not even doing it all that often because you're basically zeroing in using the scope or some other aid device and learning. I don't want to say windage because you're not a sniper, you know, but the arc of your bullet, of your gun, how your
Yeah.
gun
Yeah.
shoots. And once you get that zeroed in, you might not do it again for a while. But sidearm targeting, first of all, you end up having several of those, and because you just do, and you just got to practice it because it's not. You can't just depend on muscle memory for that stuff. You got to keep that tuned up. And not to mention, you know what? Rounds change. You know, I've had different rounds of the same manufacturer that were older than newer, and there's a big difference. You know, or a different batch even sometimes because you're targeting great with one box, and then all of a sudden you're just done. You know what I mean? Why did your sugar just drop off or?
Ha! That's funny.
I'm not saying you turned into, you turned into a cartoon character shooting all over the house. I'm just saying you could tell there was a difference.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, this is at 25. I tried it at 25 with its 4-inch barrel. Didn't turn out very well. I brought it up towards the end. I brought it up a little bit. I started at way low, and I go, oh shit. So then I walked it up a little bit. So I improved, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
It's so easy to push the gun around with your finger when you're trying to squeeze. You know, it's a lighter and it's a 4-inch, but
with a 10 millimeter round in it, that bitch is like,
bam.
Yeah,
I know. This one you're just popping holes in some paper like this. You know, I had one that had a 6-inch barrel. It was a 10-shot revolver, and it had a full 6-inch barrel, and it was like a toy.
Yeah.
It's super accurate.
yeah. No jump.
Yeah,
I effed up when I bought this gun. I bought the 4-inch because I thought I was going to carry 10 mil. And then I said, yeah, what was I thinking? So then I went out and bought a Shield X, carry comp. But I should have bought the long barrel 10 mil. If I was going to buy a 10 mil, I should have bought the 5.6 inch with the barrel compensated, the performance center. Then I wouldn't have these problems probably because it's got almost a 6-inch barrel on it.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
So it'd be like blam, 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 blam at the most.
You're going to overcome it though. That's the thing. It's just going to take longer because of the length of the barrel. It's easier with the longer barrel, as you know, obviously.
Right.
So you catch on to your gun much easier and sooner. But you will catch on, and you will be able to semi-conceal that versus, you might have maybe you have a chest, a vest holster,
shoulder holster.
You don't mind carrying something that's 4 inches long. You want to stick it in your pants?
No, it's a big gun.
Well, if it was a 6,
I got a hip holster.
Yeah, I'd stick it in my pants.
4 inches and stick it in your pants.
I bet you do.
You see, but it's hard to conceal. I mean, if you're in a state that's conceal only, it's hard to conceal something like that because
I'm not trying to conceal.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's the idea. When I first started, especially when I first got my conceal, it was the laws have loosened up quite a bit, but imprinting was a thing. You bend over and it's clear that you're not making a good effort to hide it. You can have problems. So that really
we're open carry state anyway.
It helped with fat guys because their shirts just drape over their pants, so they just put like Uzis down there and nobody sees them. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Well, I was going to say when I concealed carry on mine, I wear these a little larger than normal Hawaiian shirt, this type of shirt. All my shirts are this size.
Yeah, there's nothing normal about those shirts, but please.
Yeah. And without all but anyway, even my t-shirts are
elder
like
abuse.
And I just carried it on my side, but my shirt tail always went down past it. Even when you bend over, they're long enough that it hides it.
And it's cool. I got long shirts too, but if you bend over and your shirt stretches over it and you can tell it's a gun, that's called imprinting. And that can be an issue, but I don't think it is anymore because now you don't even need a conceal to conceal in Florida. I think it's been loosened up quite a bit.
Well,
I learned that in a class. It's not like somebody told me, "Hey, imprinting, look out." You know what I'm saying? But now they just fucking, as long as they don't have a criminal record, they can.
And that's Florida. And like you said, you learned that in class in Florida. Well, they didn't talk about that in Oklahoma. Imprinting.
No, they didn't bring that up. No.
Yeah, no.
Probably didn't care about it.
No.
Yeah, Mr. Kitty. The place I go is a gun shop, and it has a range.
They had two important things that you had to do. One, you had to answer the questions right on the test.
Of course.
And they emphasized every one of them. Like, if you go into and they said, now you got to remember this. That meant that was on the test. Okay. Every time you said,
let's not be obvious or anything.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. And then the second
frankly, and let's be honest, these questions, 95, 85 at least % common fucking sense.
Oh yeah.
Of course, that's the law.
Yeah.
Then
the second phase of the test was the
point
shooting
an
range.
unloaded weapon in someone's direction.
And,
I'm sorry, please go.
Well, the second phase was the shooting range, and the main requirement was 1, don't shoot another student, and 2, definitely do not shoot the instructor, or you will not pass this class.
Those are relevant and worth advertising. Yep.
And at least hit the target one time out of your 50 rounds. So
that's all you had to do. You had to hit the target once. Actually, they gave us a shot. One shot, boom, got move on.
Oh, I had to do 50 rounds. Yeah, I had to do.
There was a pretty large class. They rolled us through. Yeah, a lot of people were getting
Yeah.
it at the time.
Right. Yeah.
I had to shoot 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
You had to get 10 out of 10,
Nah, we just had to hit 'em
or
once.
you didn't pass. Yep.
Right.
You had to show that
He
you
was a
could handle,
dick.
you could comfortably handle a handgun.
Right.
You know-
Yeah, that was the
you know
main
what I
thing.
mean?
See how you handle it. Yeah.
Yep. That you understood the weapon, you treated it properly, but you did the rules, and you didn't look like you were scared shitless while you were shooting it. Like somebody who went like this might end up having a problem.
Yeah, he did mention that, you know, because there was a couple ladies in there, and she says, "Now, ladies, I want to say this. It's nothing meant by it, but don't shut your eyes when you pull the trigger."
Yeah. Mhm.
Really?
He said it like that. He said it.
I blink. I actually
Yeah.
blink when I pull the trigger.
Yeah, but he said it in a sexual manner, which is kind of
Yeah.
disturbing.
A sexist
Don't
manner.
shut
Yeah.
your
Did
Yeah.
you got the double
That's
entendre? Did you get it right there in the class in front of everybody? Fucking guy
Yeah.
said a colognes. Jesus.
Yeah, because I blink when I pull the trigger when
Yeah.
it goes
Yeah,
off.
Well,
Look,
I mean, you know,
look
don't
at
shut
me.
your eyes and then pull the trigger.
I think
you
what
know,
what he wanted them not to do is close their eyes before they pull the trigger.
before shooting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he meant.
Because that's what
Yeah.
they do.
Oh,
Of course, you're defensively blinking, but it's the gun. The bullet's already off. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they-
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's what people do because they're a little afraid and they
They're a
blink
little
before-
afraid, and
They
they're
blink
and
as they're squeezing, allegedly
one-
squeezing the trigger.
one of those gals was doing this. She had that eye open, but she was like,
cringing. Oh.
yeah, and you could like, man,
Don't be afraid of it, dude. If it closing your eyes isn't not going to. If that gun explodes, closing those lids isn't helping.
Well, you have to wear
your
glasses
lids are
and
not
stuff
made
in
out
my
of
range.
cast iron or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You may as well.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
may as well look.
I should film myself shooting because then you might get some insights on some of the stuff you're doing wrong. Like if you're anticipating,
Yeah.
if you're cringing
There
a
you
little
go.
bit. Yeah, if you're doing one of these,
That's a good.
just before
Yeah.
before you hit.
I've
Because I
seen
pull it
people-
back to the wall and then I go to squeeze and it's not unpredictable. It's a pretty good gun, but
I've
it's
seen
still-
people set up and do that at the range. You just need it. They don't care. You just put a pedestal just beyond your table with
Yeah.
with a tablet pointing at you, and change the angle, whatever. I mean, you want to get nuts. You can fucking attach a camera so it's looking straight up at you, so you can see what you're doing on this.
Go
Moving
for it.
around. But I think typically just an
Pocket
overall
full.
shot would identify things you don't realize you're doing, like you were just talking about, like
Right.
maybe pre.
yeah, I'm anticipating, cringing, blinking, pre-blinking.
Maybe squinting at least a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, pre-blinking before it goes off, that kind of stuff. You're anticipating. So it's quite that. If you've never shot a 10 mil, it's a cannon. It's a cannon.
I tell you,
it's
it
a
might be instructive if you did that, right? And then after whatever magazine you just dumped out, you turn it towards the target and you show, so you can actually compare what you were doing versus the results you just got.
Yeah.
In other words, dump a magazine or two,
Mm-hmm.
bring the target in, and put that on the camera. And because you say you're looking for something that you're doing, because
Yeah.
and when you're targeting, sometimes for some reason you just have a good couple of you just have a good box or two, and like you're zeroed in, and you lose it. It's like just like any other sport. Say the bowling's the same thing. You're just
Right,
dialed
yeah.
in, and there's one little change you don't know you're doing it, and then all of a sudden you're done. And it usually has to do with anticipation and whatever. Too much thinking, just like any sport. But I think if you did that, you can like zero in. Hey, I've had my best results. This is what I was doing versus that.
Uh-huh.
If you really want to dig into it,
Because I've been working on my grip, stuff like that.
but just
Working on
keep
my
practicing.
grip.
Just
Because
keep
the grip
practicing.
is a big part of it, of course. How you grip the gun. Your stance is a big
Right.
part
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
There's a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
going into it here.
Plus,
You know
and
what I
the
mean?
grip. The
So-
grip is hard because it's different for each gun you shoot.
Right. That's the other thing I quit doing. I quit taking 5 and 6 guns with me to the range. I'm just taking the one with me to focus on.
There you go.
Because I love taking my rifle with me because it's a support bear for me because I fuck up on the pistol. I get that kind of bullshit, and I go, ugh, I'll break out my rifle and bam, 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 knock out a golf ball. And I'm like, you know what I mean? And then I go back to the pistol.
See, and I'll bring extra guns, and you know what? I like to remain proficient in all of them because they all
Right.
shoot
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah. Generally, I
and
take three or
I
four.
don't have a shit ton. I don't have like you do. I mean, I would probably bring LPT2, the 380, because I love that little gun. It sits right in your front pocket. Looks like a wallet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, here, give me your wallet.
You got the
Sure.
bodyguard?
Huh?
What, you got the bodyguard?
No,
bodyguard?
no. This is a Ruger LPT2, but I do have.
Oh,
I do that I have 380s in. It's a 380, and I did a lot of research and got the bullet that passed the FBI blah for
You're right,
penetration, double denim through the blah blah. I did all this research because it's
Penetration.
small and tiny, but it's mighty. It'll kill you, you know. And I have a couple extra magazines for that. But it's a great gun because it's a great concealed gun. It'll sit in your jean pocket and people won't know it's on you, no matter what.
Mm.
You know, if they ever saw it, they think you got a wallet in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now I also have I have the Smith and
Mhm.
Wesson M&P Shield, which is a
Right, yeah.
great gun. It's a quality gun.
that's what I have. I have the Shield
That's
X
what I
carry
have,
gun
too.
for my
Yeah.
carry gun.
Yeah, my wife likes that gun, so it's kind of hers now.
Yeah.
Because I
Get her a
want-
bodyguard too, and then she'll let you have it back.
Yeah. Well, if I'm going to carry, it's probably
You-
it's
Judy
probably
had the
it's probably the little one, you
380Z.
know. But I actually like the Taurus that I won a Taurus. As
Yeah.
told you guys before, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, at a bike run for $5, and you know, it's a non-stacked magazine, so it doesn't. What is it? 8. You know, so it doesn't hold a real lot, but it's a slim gun. It's 709 slim, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a great gun. Never jams. You know, it just does a good job. It's just a simple, cheap,
Yeah.
good, decent shooting. I like it, so I don't mind that you took the other one. You know,
Mhm.
you know.
I have a Taurus is in my car. It's my car gun. I just leave it in the car because I don't give a shit if it gets stolen. You know, I just leave it in the car.
I tell you, it depends on the model, but they've got some models that have been really successful. You know what I mean, and highly regarded. You know, and then they got
What
some
was that Star Wars
not so
one
much.
you had,
Just
Lon?
like any, you know.
Oh, that was a SAR 9. SAR 9.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The SAR 9 Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. The black and white. The
I
black and
came
white
close
gun.
to buying one of those when I saw that. I was like,
Yeah, it's $239. It was cheap as
I
shit.
know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but for an extra 50, it'll do laser light sounds when you fire it.
There you go.
And a little
Yeah, I
light
just
show
did it
too.
myself.
You pull the trigger, and the light goes down the barrel. Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dun,
Might be hard. Might be hard to hear. Might be hard to
dun.
hear over the 10 mils, but you know, just think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But the lights they would see, light show, baby, like you're shooting a phaser. They could be
With a pistol,
That's-
yes. With anything else, you know, and a rifle, yes. But
really tell your enemy where you're at.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
There
cool
you go.
gun.
Yeah, get
It
the
is
one
fun,
with the
right?
tracer rounds. There you go.
I loved it. I thought it was very cool, actually.
yeah, that would be cool. Tracer rounds in that. Yeah. That would.
Yeah, pew, 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 pew. And then put the laser on it, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have a little
Oh
holographic,
yeah,
little
of course.
holographic projected on it, like Princess Leia, Luke. You could actually customize it. Bill, you're our only hope. All right, and you just start firing.
There you go.
Let's really go the whole Star Wars thing.
Well, I'm telling him. Chewbacca in it.
Yeah.
Anybody owned an SKS in their life?
No.
They're
Oh,
fun. They're fun.
The
to shoot.
AKs and stuff like that, but not.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, they're the cheap gun to get right now. They're selling for $350.
Sikorsky's.
Yeah.
I have an old 8mm Mauser rifle.
Do you?
I used to have one of those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those,
Yeah, it's my old man's, and I inherited. I think I don't know if I still have it here. If I went ahead and gave it to James, because you know I'm trying to give the kids.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give them the important shit before I die, so that their sister can't come in and try and steal it. So
Mhm.
Here's what I read that I thought was interesting. You know, what is it? The Mauser pistol, the sidearm the Luger.
Luger.
The Luger was not a good gun. It was never a good gun. It's just prone to jamming. The thing that made Lugers valuable to us is because we got them off dead Germans.
Yeah, Germans, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not that they were good guns. 45s were way more reliable.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Revolvers are more reliable
Colts,
in general.
1919s, you know.
Yeah.
Of course,
But what's,
I love a good revolver. You know, I don't know,
Yeah.
just kind of do.
but what's funny
don't
is
jam.
most everybody carries a Luger
You're right.
round, 9 millimeters.
9mm is the Luger round,
Yeah,
9 by
the Luger
19.
round, yeah.
Yep.
The gun was shit, but the round is one that everybody's drifted to as a more or less a mainstay round now.
It's ubiquitous.
It was just kind of a smart middle ground, you know, a little more punch than a 38, but not,
Right.
you know, not jumping up to some, to some.
Well, 45 was like firing a howitzer. You had to lob it in. We had a 45 sidearm that, like I said, I never really qualified on it. We would just shoot it just to be familiar when we went to
I
sniper
qualified
school.
just enough.
And it was just like you're lobbing it in. If you're at 50 feet, man, you're like aiming like 20 degrees up.
That's what they said. That's what I read.
You're elevating.
Elevation.
The original 50s military, they had like a range of 50 feet or so, an accurate range of 50 feet.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like,
but I'll tell you what, close range would take body parts off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can blow somebody's head right the fuck off in 5 or 6 feet. What Art's got something? What Art?
My dad had a Walter P38 at one time, which is
So he was gay.
James Bond.
You thought he was
James Bond.
No, James
Bond. That's great.
P2P or
supposed to be a very good gun, actually.
Carried those.
It's considered a good gun.
Yeah.
I've read that. Never owned one.
Yep.
Just interested, so I read it and it said high quality gun.
Didn't Bond carry the PPK?
Yeah, PPK. Thank you. That's it. Not the P2P, the PPK. Thank you, Lloyd.
You're right.
The PPK. The PPK. You're right. I knew it was P something.
Yeah. I had to stop and think for a minute, but yeah, it's a PPK.
Mm-hmm. I used to have a Steyr, no, not Astra, 44, which was it was a 9mm long, which was that was fun to shoot. And I had
it was 44. It was bore out 44. Can you put a Magnum in it? Was it a center fire? Was it because you said it was 44? There's a 44 Magnum round.
This is a 9mm long, what I've never heard of.
Yeah,
you said 44. You said 44 a minute ago.
No,
but the model number was 44.
Yeah, model 44. Yeah,
well, 44 is a caliber.
400.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I had a Steyr 1917, which was also a 9mm long.
Did you ever fire?
It took stripper clips to load, kind of like the broom handle Mauser.
Yeah, giggity.
Yeah, that's what my 8mm took.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Stripper clips? Is that what it's called?
It didn't have a detachable magazine. You had to load it with the stripper clip.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you learn the difference between a clip and a magazine.
But that's right.
Called magazine clips.
Right.
Clips are those little metal pieces that hold the slide down the indentations of the round.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, stripper clips.
You just push them in. You usually have to use something to push them in if you like your fingers.
Now a Grand a Grand had a 7-round. Was it a magazine or a clip? Popped in and popped out. When you finish the last bullet, you can hear
that's a mag.
Ding, 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 ding. It disappears. It automatically ejects.
That was probably a clip because it used a stripper clip setup. Yes.
Yeah, it would actually pop out, and you just pop in another one, and bing, and it would go.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that's not a mag.
I don't think so.
A clip loads inside the gun.
Well, it's kind of does this. You jam the thing in with the bullets in it already, but it's like open. You can see the bullets, whatever. But when it's done, it just ejects the clip, and you just grab the next one and throw it.
Grab the next one. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
In other words, they're all loaded on that stripper clip, and it just drops down in there, or you push it down in there, including the clip. And then when it gets through, it ejects the clip, and then
Right.
you add in the next next stripper clip. Yeah. And
I,
that was
I believe we're right but this is from so long ago that I read this because I actually
Yeah.
kind of was into it, because the Navy used these, the Marines use these.
Mhm.
Well, now this gun magazine says it is a magazine, but that's Reddit.
Yeah.
So never mind. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, then
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kitty. The stripper
Oh, no,
clip
no,
fills
no.
an internal magazine.
No, it's an internal
Yeah.
magazine. You don't lose the magazine. It is a clip. So you would actually be handed a clip of bullets that you shove into
Yeah.
your internal
Push 'em in.
your internal fixed magazine.
And then you pull the bolt back, and that.
yeah.
So it was a clip.
So it was a clip
Uh-huh.
on an internal magazine, but those external ones that that have all the bullets loaded in them, you just shove the whole thing. That's
Right.
like in your pistols. Those
Right.
are magazines.
Magazine.
That's a magazine.
Yeah.
Now, the SKS you loaded with a stripper clip, where the AK was a magazine. That's the difference.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
There is a magazine. It's internal. It's a permanent part of the gun.
Permanent part of it. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Right.
You're putting in a clip of bullets that fits into that.
And it's a
magazine.
pain in
my
the butt.
303 British.
It can
and
be.
my,
Right.
I had
The Garand was pretty legendary in World War II. Anyway,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like a machine gun but
30
apparently
odds.
fairly accurate and pretty deadly. And
Yeah.
7 shots.
I had a 30-30 Savage bolt action that had an internal magazine in it. It held three in the mag and one in the barrel. So
Right.
no, it did. I take it back.
Well, you're saying bolt action. A Garand, you only pulled it back for the first one.
Bolt action. Yeah. Garand is semi-automatic. Yeah.
The gas is reset
Yeah, it's a
the
gas
hand.
fed. Yeah.
So you could pop off 7 shots pretty freaking quick, and they were.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the caliber was, but it wasn't.
3-06 for the M1 Grand.
Yeah.
30-06. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're hunting those
30-06.
Yep.
You're hunting them.
Now the carbine that shot a 30 caliber, but was slightly larger than a Parabellum round.
I looked up that long. It's a 23 millimeters instead of 19 millimeters. All right, on the 9 millimeter.
Right.
The standard 9 millimeters 9 by 19, and the long is a 9 by 23. I have never seen that. To be honest with you, I don't know where you would buy ammo for that thing. I would imagine you can probably find it somewhere, but
there's all kinds of different ammo based on what was trendy a bazillion years ago and whether you could still get it or not.
Right.
You'll end up with guns you can't fire anymore.
I don't know where he's going to find 8 millimeter for that Mauser. I haven't seen 8 millimeter in a minute.
Yep. They have them 7 millimeter Mauser and 8 millimeter Mauser. Yeah.
We had an 8 millimeter at the house.
He said Artie said the Garand was a 30-06. I did not verify it.
No.
You better verify it.
Let's verify it.
Art's
Well,
got
I mean, Cool Cat's asking, and I don't want to give improper information. I'm going by Artie.
The M1 Garand, it's a 30
Got it pulled up.
I believe
We
you.
need verification.
That sounds right to me. But I've been wrong before.
See,
so
my era was the M60, the M60,
Yeah.
and of course the M16 and the M.
I would have
My
thought the M1
Yeah,
thing was the
that'd
M24.
306.
That'd be a
Yep.
223 or 556.
It's only the 5.56.
Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't 7. A Garand had 8. And it's a 30-06 Springfield.
Yeah, I knew it was 3006.
Yeah. No, I
knew it was 30-06
I said
too.
that sounded right to me. That's
Hey, you're right.
He's
It
hunting.
sounded right, or it might be
It's like a
right.
hunting round.
Yeah, you're hunting other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the gun rights
you're
people
right.
are. That's why the anti-gun people. It's one of the. All these rounds were designed to kill people. Let's get it straight.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, when I was
30-06
in- when I
wasn't
was in-
designed to hunt deer.
You could take
It
you
wasn't
could use
designed
it-
for that.
You could use it to take down an elk or a
Yeah.
moose or something.
Well, absolutely.
That's
I can
right.
use
Or
a
a bear
to
even
take
if
down
you
an
know,
elk.
if you get enough shots at them.
Yeah, you can take out an elk with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do
We used
7.62.
when I was
I
in
can
the
kill an
service,
elk
we
with a
used
7.62.
M16.
You know what? Even a bear, you can take anything down if you place it right and you have enough time to shoot as many
Yeah, that's
as
right.
many tries as possible.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Hey,
10
Gary,
millimeter. Everybody calls it
Would
a
you hold
backcountry
on
gun.
for a moment while I get my my
would-
45-70 in one shot? Yeah, right there.
Oh, I thought you were asking
Yeah.
permission to go somewhere.
I don't know what he was
No,
talking
you
I
just
don't
put
know
it
what
on
he's
there.
talking
lost me
we
for a
don't have to
minute
put down
there.
the show, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
you
what were
guys-
you were saying something, Lon, and Art came in with that.
That's
crazy,
okay. No, I'm
craziness.
just saying, my my weapon that I was given or whatever you want to call it, I can't think of the word right now.
Uh-huh.
Issued, thank you, was the M24.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I was issued the M16, so
yeah.
which was
The M24 is the patrol sniper rifle, not the full on. I'm going to kill somebody from 2 kilometers rifle. M24 was a short range sniper.
Mhm.
It's like 500 meters.
I was in the 70s.
And I have to admit, the only reason I know what that is from a video game.
M24.
Yeah, that was your entry level sniper weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that famous. And then
Battle,
they tried to get it.
Battlefield 2, I believe it was M24. Battlefield 2.
Yeah, it's M24. Yeah.
And Battlefield 2. No, I believe that's what it was in the game, but it was that was your entry level. It was pretty accurate at closer ranges, like pinpoint accurate.
Yeah, 500 millimeters, you're dead.
But the other one was what do you call it? With the knob at the end, the 50 cal. The
the Barrett.
The Barrett.
Yeah. I never even trained on that one. The Barrett.
Yeah.
That was Chris Kyle and those guys.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that'll kill you from a half a mile away.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. You don't even hear the sound. You drop to the ground, then you hear the sound.
See, in a video game, to get them, even with that, to get them on your first shot, you got to get a headshot. If you hit them in the body, though, they're almost dead. Like somebody could throw a rock at them and kill them. But they don't make it hit anywhere in the body and the guy's dead. You know what I mean? That kind of ruins the game.
Yeah.
But headshots were very fun. There was no blood splatter. It wasn't a gory. Battlefield 2 was not. They didn't put that in until later.
If you're not good at anatomy and you're not quite sure where the heart is, you know where the brain's at.
Yeah.
You would think. You can't be too sure sometimes, but you would think.
Well, yeah. Well,
it all depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, some of those guys.
Sometimes you might want to shoot them in the ass. Yeah.
No, you want to shoot them in the gut. No, you want to shoot them in the gut because it takes 2 guys to haul them off the battlefield. You've taken 3 people out of the fight.
And he's going to die anyway. Gut shot.
And he's probably going to die anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Without immediate medical, you're going to die.
Stomach wound is,
right.
Sepsis.
I saw a video today by a neurosurgeon that does battle type wounds.
Wow.
In the city, and he wasn't taking sides, but it was based off of, they say, well, some of those that are anti-gun, they say, well, they hit him with an AR and it blows a hole out the back. Well, no, it doesn't.
No.
It just,
that's the problem with AR.
But on the other hand, it does hit bone, and he said it really matters where the zones are. He said
it shatters a piece of bone and bullet end up all through your body, ripping the shit out of you.
Right. If you that your torso, your whole torso is considered the red zone. Generally, unless they get into surgery right away, they're probably going to die if they get hit with that.
Well, that's center mass. They're supposed to shoot center mass anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
If also in the head.
Right.
Yeah, that's cowboy in it. You want to do center mass. You do that in video games, not in real life. Center mass.
But the legs and the arms, they probably would survive unless you hit an artery. But they may lose the limb. The only safe place to make sure you don't injure them permanently, and that's what he said for those people that want that, is to shoot them in the hands or in the feet.
Yeah. There you go.
Shoulder shots are usually pretty not life threatening. You get them in the shoulder. Legs can be funny because if you catch that artery, then they're done.
Right.
If you catch that
artery,
artery,
there was a football player got shot in the leg once. It was a football player. It was in Texas, and it was an intruder, and he just pumped one into him and it killed him. And there's a fit guy, big guy, but just there's a big artery.
Big artery.
Yeah, right.
Femoral artery.
Female? Was it
No,
female? Yeah.
Female.
That might
Yeah,
be
that's
femoral.
the word.
Femoral.
I mean, you would have had
Something like
to
that.
put a tourniquet on it
Yeah.
right away, and then possibly
Right
lose the
away.
leg.
And that's where he
Possibly lose
effed up. If he would have tourniqueted right away,
And,
he'd have
and
been
that's
all right.
it. That's what this surgeon was saying. Those you hit the limbs, that requires a tourniquet. You know, just
Yep.
Yeah, you got to
Wow.
stop the blood. It's pumping directly out of their body.
yeah.
You know, it's like you blew a hole in your hose in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's like that guy
But yeah.
that had that 50 cal that blew up in a Kentucky ballistic. You know, he stuck his thumb
Right.
in there because he nicked his,
Yeah.
he nicked the artery.
Yep.
Which
Right.
is critical.
Carotid. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I'm
closed
surprised
it
he
down.
lived.
Fortunately, he didn't cause any brain damage. Possibly, he's already brain damaged, so
I was going to say, yeah, he might have already been there.
He's from
you know, so-
Kentucky.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's such a lie. It's such a lie that
Well-
556 or 223 makes a huge exit wound. It's such a lie. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen it personally, and it doesn't. And not even. And that's the problem with 556 and 223. They're moving so goddamn fast. They're in and out.
They just go right-
It's a
Well,
throughout all the time.
they're not front loaded to spread, are they?
Yeah. They're
No,
not
that's
hollow.
the problem with them.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah, Boyd, get it?
That's
No, but
the problem
that's-
with them.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll pierce things, like
I love-
jackets and clothing and
Well,
Right.
whatever.
depending on
The
how
penetration's good.
Metal.
Damage is minimal.
Yeah,
We
Hey,
got
I don't know.
it.
I certainly wouldn't want a whole bunch of those holes in
Look at
me.
Brenda's back. Ha!
Brenda's back.
I love Brenda.
Hey!
Brenda's
longer
back.
than usual. Must have been a good night.
Taking my
Hey,
job.
Brenda.
Yeah.
And Bob Casey.
But
Hello,
anyway,
brother
Hi,
Bob.
Bob.
Brother Bob.
A 9mm hollow point will do more damage than
Oh, yeah.
AR. An
Oh, yeah.
AR 556.
Of course.
Yeah, 9mm hollow point would do more internal damage.
Well,
far.
it depends on the range,
Not
I
even
guess.
close.
Yeah. That's
Mm.
cool.
Depends on the range. It might not spread if it's too far away. It's got to hit.
And it depends
You know,
on where you're shooting.
That's
If
what
you're shooting
happens
like-
with distance with those types of rounds. Is
We're talking
Yeah.
about home defense. I'm sorry, I didn't preface.
well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Because
depends on-
the argument's always home defense, and people say they
Right, yeah,
want an
yeah.
AR for home defense, and I
No.
say you're wrong.
No.
Because an AR will shoot through about 5 walls.
Right, you're gonna damage your house, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
not only that, if you got kids sleeping in the other room or something
Yeah,
like
That's
that,
why you want
or
a shotgun.
neighbors,
That'd be
or
serious
whatever.
damage to your house if you hit
Shotgun.
the kids.
yeah, or
Yeah.
hollow points, one of the two. Hollow
You can't
points or
stay
shotgun.
away. Well, we appreciate you, Brenda.
Shotgun.
We love
yeah,
you, Brenda.
Shotgun's my choice.
Love you,
Yeah.
Brenda.
It's one of the few things that Biden never said that I 100% agreed with. He said a 12-gauge shotgun is the best home defense weapon you can buy. He's
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
I like those.
Number one,
little-
I hear that rack, I'm leaving anyway. Rack.
Yeah.
I'd leave my own house if I heard a 12-gauge rack. I'm like,
I like those shortened ones, not illegal shortened ones, but the shorter ones that may only have-
Mossberg has one.
Yeah, they're
American
pretty
leg.
cool,
Yeah.
and you're not hitting it on doorways or whatever. It gives you more mobility. And let's face it, if you're gonna fire on somebody, they're gonna be like 8 feet away at the most.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's why AR
The
is kind of
spread is gonna be like that. You're gonna just knock the shit right out of them.
Right.
No
Right,
matter
yeah.
what, no matter what you're using, no matter what gauge you're using.
Yeah,
Certainly
Mossberg,
not-
if you're looking,
certainly
sells
not
one. It's
pleasant.
called the Shockwave.
Certainly not pleasant.
Mm.
I have a little 410 gauge one shot here, which is certainly look impressive pointing at somebody.
Yeah, Bob, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
But I wouldn't go with just that because it's one shot. I would be able to follow that up with the 9mm, as well,
Mhm.
which I think.
Yeah, you don't get caught with that though, Bob. If it's in your house, you're okay.
What's that?
And if you
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
somebody with it, you might want to lose it. Oh, oops! I don't know
Yeah.
where it went.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah, I think she said LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not rocket science. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, Mossberg sells a shortened barrel. It's called the Shockwave, and it's got a pommel grip.
Yeah.
And
There's a bunch of them.
yeah, if you miss, you can beat them to death with that grip because it's like
there you go.
They're not super.
Like a-
they're not
like a
super
shillelagh.
expensive. They're not cheap, but they're not super expensive. And you can get trades like they sell the used ones right there that are like brand new. Which for
a
actually
$300 gun, buddy.
cheap money. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
a $300.
Can you show a picture of a gun? I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
No,
we should-
no,
Hey,
we-
problem.
hey,
Ah,
Trevor,
Yeah,
they
as long as
not-
it's not in
we-
auction
we
or
can show
being held
pictures.
by- yeah.
yeah, no, they sell them right
Okay,
at that
yeah.
store, right up the street. They got that one. They got a couple others. They're all pretty cool. Almost
Yeah, they sell a semi-automatic one now.
Brenda's going to have a beer and she wants you to join her, Bill.
Oh, I have to go get it. I have to go get it. I'll be right back, my darling. Hold on.
All righty.
Yeah, they got one called a mare's leg, which is a sawed-off shotgun. It's basically a shotgun that you can carry in a holster, and it's
Oh,
got like a they cut off the stock right at the right where
right.
the stock comes down
Right.
for the
Yeah.
pistol grip part.
Pistol grip. Yeah.
And they
Well-
do that not just with shotguns, but they do it with like 30-30s and like a 30 like a Winchester 30-30 model 97.
Yeah, like in Wanted, Dead or Alive.
Wanted Dead or Alive with Steve McQueen.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a
There you
mare's
go.
leg, yeah.
There you go, Dom. I'm sharing
There you
the
go.
gun I'm talking about.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
that would be classified as a mare's leg.
Yeah, if you get if you miss, you just flip it around and beat him to death.
Beat him to death with that. Yeah, with that.
Pommel. They sell a semi-automatic one too. Let me see if it's up.
Yeah.
12 gauge. Wow. 20
That's by
gauge.
Mossberg. Okay, that's kind of pricey.
I'm looking. Yeah, they don't cost that much. This is Mossberg's website, so
Yeah.
they're nowhere near that kind of money.
Yeah.
Aftershock, that's what it's called. Hang on, I got it. Yeah.
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 Yeah, there you go. You can see that?
There you go.
Oh,
right
there you go.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
it.
dog right there. That one's semi-automatic.
Hey, next
Right, and you
month there's
could,
dove hunting. So
yeah.
if you need you want to go dove hunting, get your shotguns out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not only that, you could put that into a holster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
Carry
leg
on your
holster.
leg. Yeah.
Walk around like Steve McQueen.
Steve
Yeah.
McQueen, exactly. Yeah. That's it right there.
Or-
Well,
or-
and what was his name? Who was the guy's last name was James Caan.
yeah. there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he carried one in El
That's
Dorado.
cool. That's cool.
with
That's
John
pretty
Wayne.
short. How short?
That's
How
right.
short is that barrel on that thing?
I can
That's
tell you
pretty
in a minute.
short.
Let's
That
see.
looks like an 18 or some shit. That's pretty small.
16.
It's pretty short.
Yeah, 18.
Let's see.
Yep.
It's cool. looking.
14. It's either 14
14.
3/4 or
Wow.
18 and a half.
Okay.
Your choice.
Yeah, 14 3/4.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. I mean, obviously purely home defense. Okay, Brenda, my
Yeah.
darling, here.
She
I
came
did
back.
not have a beer. I did not even have any more whiskey. I did have some Hornitos tequila
We need
and
this.
some orange juice, but unfortunately, I don't have grenadine, so this is not quite a
Oh, wow.
tequila sunrise. It's a tequila
Uh,
and orange
Tequila
juice,
after dark.
but I did put simple syrup in it, which is
Simple.
what mostly grenadine is. I mean, it's like a little flavor to
Yeah.
it. So I
It's
invented
red.
this drink to have a sip with you. So skull.
Tequila
Salute.
after dark.
Yep.
Tequila after dark.
Tequila.
But anyway, the 990 I'm looking at,
It's good.
and then Smith and Wesson sells one with three tubes that I keep looking at
Me
too.
too.
So it carries like
Yeah, what do
20
these things run though? This
21
aftershock
smells.
here. This doesn't look that cheap, to be honest with you.
No, it's about $1,000, but it's
Yeah.
actually cheaper than that. On Mossberg's
Yeah,
website,
it's
it's $1,000. But
$700.
Well, that's what I said. I was looking at $300 guns that were about that size, maybe a little longer, maybe a 19 or a 20-inch barrel.
Yeah,
What did we say
yeah.
this was? 16?
It's 14 and a
14,
half or
14 and
19.
14.
3/4.
Wow, that's pretty short.
Yeah.
Holy cow,
Yeah.
that's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't care what
You
you
need
know.
a
What that's gonna,
14 or
with that
18, your
handle, it's gonna
choice.
kick.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I know
It
it's
might
got
come with 2 barrels.
I know it's got
Yeah.
expansion ports and all that good old shot. Yeah, you need the longer
Well,
one. for
because
girls.
it's semi-automatic, it's also,
Oh.
it absorbs some of that recoil to rack the next
Yeah.
round.
Well, I would hope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But still,
You would definitely want somebody to practice.
It's
on
a
it.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to take that somewhere and shoot it. The good thing about the the other one is that it's got that strap in the front because it's a pump, right? So it has a strap, so you can keep your hand in it, and it's kind of nice because then it helps you keep a hand on it at all times.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry
yeah,
about losing
yeah.
your grip.
Helps you not smack yourself in the face with a.
Yeah, you're strapped
Yeah.
in, so to speak.
Yeah. That's one you definitely hold off the side. You don't want to hold it out in front of you because you will get,
No,
you'll
Yeah.
get bitch
you
slapped
ain't
with that pretty
shouldering
quick,
this
yeah.
bitch. You ain't. Yeah, you ain't
That's
none of that. None of that, son. You're doing exactly like this clown right here is doing it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. You're rowing it. You know what I mean? And, you know. You're shoveling with that bad boy.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah,
Like Sarah Connor
Most
and
quarters.
Terminator. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool, but that's a bit high. You know, I mean, I tell you what, though, you could find good quality stuff in a used market. You buy them from a shop where you pay too much for them. They'll back them up. You know,
Yeah.
unless it's totally consignment, then you're on your own. But then consignment's usually cheaper. Under 18, what? It's
What?
gone.
Says under 18 is illegal
Yeah.
in Kentucky.
So if you're under 18, you're illegal.
Yeah.
Under
That's
18.
not what I heard. I heard in Kentucky you're
Up
legal
to
to
you.
14.
Well,
Inches.
unless she's your first cousin.
Oh, under 18
Oh,
inches. Got it. All
Yeah,
right.
I guess I'm illegal too because
Got
I'm
it.
under 18 inches. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm barely legal.
yeah, that's what she
Big
said.
Bob, he's saying, if I remember correctly, mine is 18 and a quarter. Ha, ha, ha.
Wow.
That's what they all
Bob-
say,
Bob
big
is a tall
fella.
guy. I mean, I've seen him. He's a pretty big guy. So yeah, okay. Oh, we're talking about shotguns, weren't we?
Yeah,
my-
Jesus,
my bad.
Mary,
Yeah, I hope so.
My bad.
He's
I
not
hope
that
so
big.
anyway.
Yeah, my bad.
It's not like 11 feet tall, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, just for the record. Just for the record, Bill. Okay. I'll share this real quick. This is what on the website they say one thing. Hang on, let me get it here. But if you go walk into Dunham's right now, you get the Shockwave for $449.
Oh,
That's not, I would do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
that's what I'm saying. So
Right,
the
yeah.
idea that it's
I mean, that's at the
$1,000
high end of what
yeah,
I'd want to spend for something I'm going to target a few times and never ever fire again. Because it'd be sitting under the bed or whatever. It's on the far range of where I'd want to spend, but I would definitely do
Right.
449. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Kind of like it, man.
well,
I wonder if
I
I
like
could
that's what
buy
you're using
that.
it for.
And this is the pump one with the strap, right? There you go.
Mm,
Yeah, it's the pump one. Yep.
Yeah,
What's the barrel on
got
this?
the strap on. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I wonder if it
This-
tells you. Hold on.
This
come
might
back
be
next
this might be 19. 19
This
is
is
still
probably
pretty.
18.
19 is still pretty.
No.
Oh, it's the 14.
14.3, baby.
Hey, 19 is still
14.3.
pretty. 19 is still pretty tight. And easier to control.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought 19 is the normal length of a shotgun barrel.
No, it's a little. No, I don't know.
Hang on
Am
a
I
second.
wrong?
Hang on.
I've been wrong before.
I'll tell you right in a minute.
Let's check it out. Average full length.
I'm just gonna pull up a shotgun right now. I'm
What
on
shotgun?
a
Your-
gun.
your
I'm on a
shotgun?
gun site. I'm pulling up a gun, any gun. Benelli Nova. That's a 28-inch. So far
Yeah.
you're right.
No, I know. I know.
This one.
Anything like 20 and under
Mossberg Maverick.
is 20 and under is getting pretty
18 and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What does that mean? Oh, it's a 28 barrel. Or does it come with it comes with both barrels. It comes with an 18 and a half and a 28.
Oh,
Cool.
That's
cool.
one thing I like about Mossberg. They usually give you two
Well,
barrels.
that's neat. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can use that as home defense or take it out killing critters.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah,
You
it
can
comes with
even
an
hunt deer
18 and
with it.
or.
Yeah, but that's still a a short. The 14 is clearly for reasons.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
18 is. I didn't
That
think
doesn't
18
even
was that
sound right,
short,
Bob.
but I've never looked at a rifle with a longer than an 18-inch barrel because I'm not out duck hunting. with this
I'm no
shit,
expert,
so-
man. I've only
You know what I
had
mean?
a couple of shotguns, but I was looking at them in the rack, checking out what they had, and they had
yeah.
some new,
you
they
were
had
checking out
some
that.
used, and there was a bunch of shorties, and they were like 20 and under, like 19. It was way shorter than everything else in the rack. So
Right,
anything
right.
like that is good for home defense, I think. As far as
No, I agree. You're going down hallways, through doorways and stuff. You definitely don't want a long ass barrel.
right, and you don't need downrange accuracy with that. In fact,
No, and you want to spread too. When you have a longer barrel, obviously it narrows your spread,
Right.
and you actually want a bigger spread, so you're guaranteed to hit.
well, you want bigger, sure, and considering it's close range, it's going to be narrow anyway. It's
Yeah.
not. If the guy is like 7 feet away from you, it's still going to be pretty fucking narrow. With that.
Yeah, you load that. You
Not
load
with
a
that
12
14
gauge.
inches, not.
Well, maybe not. Yeah, you'd be just putting that, be freckling your plaster all over
Yeah,
your
you-
drywall.
yeah,
Like
Yeah, I
raining.
saw that. That just didn't sound right. Most shotguns have rim chokes on them. That doesn't sound quite right.
Rim chokes.
Oh yeah, raincoats. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
my semi-auto shotgun came with 3
I
different
know
choke
some
shotguns. It came with a
dancing bear.
breech. Came with a breech too. It came with a door. It came with a breech and everything. You know,
Smoother and smoother, or smooth, not smoother. Okay.
not smoother. Yeah,
Smoothed,
yeah.
whatever that
So,
means.
well,
Oh, he's saying they're smooth now, is what he's saying.
Really smooth.
You know,
ish.
there was a law on the book that if you bought if you bought a suppressor for your guns, that you had to do this registration and fill it out and send it as a federal
Oh,
registration thing. Well, and pay a tax on it. Okay.
Right.
Well, under the big new bill, they dropped that tax. They completely dropped that. That law was off the books. But states were still requiring you to fill out that federal form.
Yep.
So 17 states and 3 or
Colorado.
4 manufacturers, every state around Colorado, but Colorado did not participate. They filed a class action lawsuit.
Huh.
And the judge put an injunction that you do not have to fill out, or he may put an order that you no longer have to fill that out, but only if you are in a state that was part of the class action. So if California wasn't part of it,
Yeah, that's where.
Hey,
Well,
Phil.
yeah, but yeah, right, because he can't rule in states where where the suit wasn't brought. You know,
right? And he said that's because of the Supreme Court decision. last
frankly,
year.
it's sketchy that he can even rule in other states anyway, even with the sketch transaction. There's always arguments against that.
Well, they brought it. Those states brought that to him. They're all part of a group class action,
Class action,
and he could only rule on those
Of course.
participants.
of course, you can't. But federal law is already in place. There's no law supporting the filling that form out. Who's reviewing it?
Well, the thing is the law.
They
the
don't
law
do
is,
it.
it was for the tax, and the
Yeah.
tax has been rescinded, so
right,
the law is no longer applicable
Right.
Right.
because there's no tax. So there's no reason to have to fill out the form. It was simply for tax purposes, and that's what the judge said. He said, but if your state was not part of this class action suit, you're going to have to bring your own.
So what? They're just filling the form out. They're not actually paying the tax.
Yeah, they don't have to pay
Who
the tax
cares?
anymore.
It was
but
a
the
way to
state-
track sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the states
Track
required them
track
to-
gun owners anyway, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were required on
A
suppression.
secondary list that might
Yeah.
be legal to give
Right.
to other people.
So he ruled, that no, but he stuck with what the Supreme Court said, that they just can't make a blanket injunction. It only applies to those that are in the
Yeah.
class action.
Hey, Jody.
In Oklahoma,
you
Texas,
doing,
Missouri,
Jody?
Missouri.
We
Wyoming,
interrupted you,
Montana.
Lloyd, in all your rambling, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's a great story. Actually, it was very interesting, and it was. It is.
I was rambling.
No, this is a good one. It's informing, actually. You know, too bad you're making it all up, but I mean, it's really good.
Well, why let the truth get in? Why let the truth get in the way of a good story?
Yeah, well, that's what who said that? Did Mark Twain or Lloyd, the grumpy vlogger, said that?
Yeah.
That's what I think it was.
Vlogger.
Yeah.
The
I
other
know my
famous
dad used to
white-haired
say it.
bearded guy. Huh?
My dad used to say it, and I may have been one that said about it. It was probably
Lloyd's dad invented that. God damn,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's probably Bob. It was probably not Bob Wells.
Lon
but,
just going nuts, looking.
Mark Twain.
Well, this gun right here
No.
is it's got 3 barrels. I mean 3 tubes. So you can carry up to 8 several rounds.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it
It's a bullpup.
clearly could be
Oh,
used
the
as a
bullpup.
handgun.
Pump shotgun. Yeah.
As a bullpup. There's a shotgun.
Does it all come off and you can use it as a handgun?
No.
It looks like that
That'd be hilarious.
unclips and you can put a barrel on it.
Yeah.
Keltec had one like that too, where it had three tubes, and you could flip them. And you had 6 or 7 in each tube, so you had up to 21 rounds if you used 2 3/4 or 2 1/2.
God, they got to be expensive, I'd imagine, because you know what? They're like selling themselves out of selling 3 guns. Yeah, I'll give you 1. You don't have to buy 3. You got to charge for
Why
it.
buy 3?
Yeah. Why buy 3 when you can have one that'll
Gotta
carry
be
enough
one of-
ammunition?
There's got to be a
One of-
premium there. I'm sorry, it just has to be.
But they make money. The profit is in the markup on the ammunition. So
Yeah, but there's other sides to it too. You only have to clean 1 gun.
Yeah, but it's a complicated beast. What do you got, Art? Art's got something. I can see him. He's on the. He's got something.
Who's watched the latest episode of
Stupid as fuck. I hated it.
Strange New World?
I haven't seen it yet.
I have
The first. We can't talk about it. First one I haven't liked in a while, and I even like that stupid one where the Klingons were rapping.
Right. Well,
I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny as hell.
Yeah.
But this one was stupid. Didn't like it, and it gets all kinds of high ratings. Everybody loves it. Touchy feely feelings and friendships, and it's gross.
Of course.
At first, it sounded like Star Trek. And all right, we're gonna, because it's right at the beginning. I can say this. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, those of you who didn't see it, because it's right in your face right in the beginning. When they finally, the A group finally takes vacation, they go to a planet where the atmosphere makes you stoned all the time.
Oh,
What
my God.
fucking Star Trek
it's funny.
would
as
go
shit,
to a
man.
planet where they were
That's-
incapacitated the entire time they were there, and they were
That's-
fucking
Oh,
incapacitated.
yeah.
It was stupid.
Funny. I
Oh, my
loved
God.
it. I thought this is my favorite
Oh,
one
no.
so far this season.
No, I
because
love
it
the
was
other ones.
So off the wall. You know,
Yeah, that
it
sounds
just-
good then.
Oh my god!
just
No, we
reminds
can't talk
me,
about it anymore because
wow, somebody's on
some
a
of us didn't see it.
acid trip.
Even
Yeah.
though it came out Thursday, and we should be able to talk about it. What are you
Yeah.
waiting for? I'm about to start rambling into things
Oh,
that's going to
no.
ruin this story that other people may actually like.
Yeah.
But dude, it was
Dude.
stupid.
Stupid.
It was
Yeah.
no, it was
Yeah.
brain suckingly
Yeah,
stupid.
I thought it was the
Highly
best
rated.
part.
What's that with the Star Trek ups and downs? And what the hell's that guy's name? He's gotten
Oh
pretty,
yeah, Sean Ferrick.
yeah, he's gotten pretty big.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Like a
Wow.
10 out of 10.
It was funny as shit, and that's why
No, it
I
was,
liked
and it was
it,
gay.
because-
Well, it
And
sounds like
he's
the
a
one-
gay fella. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually like
Not
his
there's anything
channel.
wrong with that.
I actually like his channel, and I like him, and I like listening to his reviews. But of course, he likes it. It's right up his alley, and he'll admit that. You know, it was
Ooh,
so
alley.
touchy, feely,
Oh,
stupid horseshit.
well,
Drunk people just. I'm sorry, I'm
Drunk
going to ruin it for some.
remember.
I mean,
remember
because I
the-
can name specific examples of. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I don't know how effed up you are as a trained Starfleet officer.
Well,
That's ridiculous.
well,
Yeah,
think
but I've
about
seen
the
that in
one in
real
the
life.
original. Remember the
I've
one
seen
in
that
the
in
original
Juarez.
series?
Dude, at any time
I've seen that
they could be
Nuremberg.
called to save thousands of people at any time.
They're gonna leave.
What Star Trek crew would vacation with their captain? This was the A team that went because they haven't had any vacations. Their captain, their first mate, their
First officer,
chief communications,
Navigator.
their chief of engineering, their
navigator,
chief
yeah.
pilot, all down on the planet where no matter where you are, you're stoned because the atmosphere. There's no way around it. You're always there, and it affects
It's
different
called
people different
vacation.
ways. No money back, and they were
Yeah.
just.
And they knew about it going in,
But-
and
They were
Who would
consenting
do
adults.
that?
There was there
Takes
was
2
one in the
hours
ori-
for the effect to wear off. What?
Sailors.
And you knew it was going to happen. They were on their way to a diplomat. All right, God, I'm going to give it away.
well, this is
Dude, you can watch it for 5 minutes and know what's going to happen.
Star Trek. Yeah, that's
All right, so
why.
let
Terrible.
me bring this up. In the original series,
Yeah.
remember the planet that they went to, and Spock was hanging off a tree, and that's
That was
Yeah,
the Spock.
that's right.
Spock didn't hang off a tree. That was the one where they went to allegedly the Garden of Eden, and the
Yeah.
grass
Yeah,
was
well-
full of acid. That wasn't Spock. that was
no,
that was
that's
one of
not
the
one.
aliens who was.
That-
They were
that-
hippies looking for the Garden of Eden. Brothers, guy was singing. Yeah.
What Lloyd's talking about is the planet where they had the plants with the spores.
Plants.
right. The
Yeah.
spores.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was-
Base.
Did Spock
Yeah.
home from a tree? Oh, the memory banks have lost that one. Spock was hanging from a
he
tree.
got really emotional and shit.
that's right.
He started
Yeah, he got
crying.
all emotional and
Oh, I
yeah.
do remember that. I do.
Yeah.
Actually, you're
They,
right. I do
and
remember.
basically, it's the
Yeah,
same thing
what
you're talking
about
about. They got,
that,
Of course,
Bill?
they
right.
got
Just-
there and they were
Yeah,
stoned.
with a girl.
I like
Yeah,
Spock.
he fell in
I
love
like
with a girl,
Spock.
right?
I like
Or
Spock.
she was in love
not-
with him anyway.
I like Spock non-emotional. So things like I block those out. Those episodes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah.
You get a
That
little
was in
too
my
human for
experience.
me.
What
You know?
about that, Bill?
No, I was
What you
wrong.
were-
I remember the episode now. Now that you guys
Mhm.
explained it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one you were talking
that's-
about, Bill, was
I
in-
blocked it
was,
out. It was stupid.
the one you were talking about was the one with his brother. It was the movie. I think the
Mhm.
last Next Generation or last.
Yeah, no,
With
what's
his brother went to look for God.
Yeah,
brother
yeah,
sent the
yeah.
Skybok in
The Undiscovered
Star
Country.
Trek 5,
Mhm.
The Undiscovered
Yeah.
Country.
But that had
Undiscovered
nothing to do
Undiscovered
with
country, and his
Yeah.
brother embraced the human side. Actually,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right,
that was
right.
the whole thing. And
Right.
of course, it wasn't God. It was some alien stuck on a
Wait a
planet.
minute.
Right.
His
yeah.
brother was full Vulcan, though, wasn't he? Isn't
Oh,
Spock
yeah.
an only child, and his father had other kids with other women?
No,
Yeah,
his
that's
brother.
right. His
No, you know what?
half-brother.
Was his brother human or
Half
Vulcan? He was-
brother.
No, he was his half brother.
yeah, he was
His
Vulcan.
brother was,
He was full Vulcan.
Full
Yeah.
Vulcan.
but he accepted the
Spock is
emotional
an only
side.
child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a renegade. On
Yeah,
Vulcan.
but all right. He was somehow Spock's brother.
He
Yeah,
was a
half
half
Let's
brother.
let's
Half brother, step
He was
brother.
an older
half
half
brother
brother.
through
Half
what?
brother.
His mother or
His
his
dad
father?
had more than
Through
one,
his father.
more than one woman. He's a full Vulcan.
His
Well,
father.
this
It was
is
true.
Good on him.
This is
Oh,
before Amanda.
in the
So
ghetto.
He's older. His
It-
mother died.
It's
or
his older
something.
brother before his dad. His father married.
That's
the-
right.
Vulcans lived to
Amanda.
be like 600 years old or some
Amanda
shit.
Grayson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, we're talking about Star Trek.
Star
Oh, what else is new?
Yeah,
Why not?
But anyway,
We're such nerds.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Nerd.
I don't care what they say. Love this.
Yeah.
Love the original
I
series.
loved it.
Cornball as it is. Second generation
Cornball.
that is the most popular. First couple of seasons suck. The acting's terrible.
Yeah,
the
they did.
writing's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's
But it
better as
definitely-
they
I'm
went on.
serious.
Definitely gets way better as it goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas various, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, we don't even
Oh,
talk about.
No, I don't even want to talk
Second
about that.
generation.
Hello,
Hey,
Alexis.
Alexis.
Hey, Alexis. Hey. Well, I was
Star
going to
Trek
get off early, but
Discovery.
here's Alexis.
Star Trek Discovery
Second
started
generation.
off well and went and just flushed down the toilet.
All right, second
Yeah.
generation.
Right.
Well, on, please.
Alexis.
So second
liked it.
generation was like this. We peaked and then it went meh. Because I didn't like the last couple seasons either. The last
With
season.
the whole thing with the
First
Borg and
off,
all
I
that horse shit.
I
Like,
thought it
oh
went
my
better when
god!
it
Oh, just
went up.
Oh, I love the Borg. The
And
Borg.
Discovery, Discovery, whatever.
Oh,
With Jane,
Discovery,
Captain
yeah,
Jane.
that was
I
absolute
hated her
toilet.
character. I grew to accept her over time because they were on seven.
Chakotay or whatever.
You know,
Yeah.
that
No, that
whole
wasn't
that whole
Chakotay, was it?
dynamic.
yeah.
You know, it was never great, but it wasn't terrible. And
Yeah.
some of the episodes were actually interesting to watch.
Yeah.
A lot of them were just
You're
stupid.
right on that one.
You know, but it was worth watching. Deep Space Nine was very soap opera.
Oh, very good. I
very
like
soap opera, but I liked it a lot. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, the
You
end
gotta-
of Deep Space Nine I didn't like either. They
You
became
gotta-
the
How you doing,
emissary and all
Alexa?
that shit. Oh boy.
You gotta get you have to
Wow.
watch it from the
Wow.
beginning and kind of get vested in the characters, and some of them were so
Mm.
over the top, like Kira Nerys, you know. But
Well,
again,
well,
she
she's
was
like
over
a-
the fucking top. She was ridiculous. Anyway,
Really?
yeah, and the dialogue is just kind of weak sometimes. But overall, it was interesting. It was fast moving.
Yeah.
It changed. You know, went to the wraiths and kind of religious thing towards the end, but it wasn't always like that. It was the Cardassians. It changed over time. It was kind of interesting. I like some of the characters. I like the Taylor. What's his name? The Cardassian.
Oh, yeah, Garrick.
Garrick. Love Garrick. Garrick
Yeah.
was,
I've
Yeah,
actually got
he
his
was
autograph.
cute.
I've met him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty sure he's dead now.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
he's
I
still
call it, yeah.
alive. And he was in the first Clint Eastwood movie.
The
Yeah.
first Clint Eastwood movie?
Who was?
Well, I'm
Good, the
talking
Bad, and Ugly.
about the Dirty Harry movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's in the
yeah.
first
okay.
Clint
I
Eastwood
was gonna
movie.
say it was in what?
Dude, he was in Western.
Hang 'em High.
He was in the
Hang 'em
Westerns
High,
for like
or-
15 years.
Be technical. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the first one.
The first
words have
one.
meanings.
Oh,
Have meanings. You know.
Art, we all know
Well,
you're
who was it
smart
you're
and you
talking
got
about, Art?
you got a lot of crap in there, you know,
dirty hair. Yeah.
but don't rush it out and make stuff up as you go along because
Yeah.
sometimes we're gonna
Yeah,
catch you.
Well, it was the one where he had the kids hostage on the school bus. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. And he that's where you heard about the 44 Magnum. Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Alexa, how are you doing?
Yes,
how'd your
let's
surgery
go to
go?
the
Powerful handgun known to man will blow
How
your
you
leg
feeling?
clean off. What?
I want to know
Hi,
how
Alexis.
surgery went.
Stop talking for a minute. Alexis is here. Did you say hi?
Yes.
Did you allow
I've
her
been trying
to
to for a half hour.
yeah,
Talk about
Alex-
me rattling.
Well, we can't stop Art. It's all Art. It's not me. Don't. You know,
Yep.
it's not my stream or anything, dickhead. Alexis, my darling.
Hello.
Love to see you.
Good.
Sorry, I was late. I was sleeping.
Well, better late than
Oh,
never. And I'm
idea.
glad you got
Good
some sleep. You're glowing, so it was a good nap, I imagine.
Mhm.
No, it's because I had the light on.
Well,
Oh.
you still look beautiful.
The girls look fresh. That's all I got to say. They look well
I'm
rested.
always glad to see you. Are you playing with your spinner?
Am I what?
Are you playing with your spinner?
Yeah. Actually, I got the
What
one
did
I
you guys
opened-
think I meant? What the fuck?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Bill? Oh,
I only opened one. I've got two sitting here.
okay. Oh, hey, at least they're hermetic.
I still got them. We'll give them out. I still got like most of a
I've
box.
got one too.
So I mean, there's no year on them or anything. So I'll give
There
them
you
out.
go, Bill. You can
We'll give them
one
out.
out each week.
Be nice
Have
if you
it.
could make. Be nice if you could make it though.
You could do like a giveaway each week.
That's
Hey,
the.
Uncle Bill's spinner.
Somebody
Go
else
ahead,
bought these, Art. I don't just
Art.
automatically give shit away that other people bought. You understand? What I'm
One
saying?
that you have there, Bill, that's from the first year, right? Because the green one,
I don't know. I have this one. I have another one here too.
yeah, the green one is one. from
Yeah,
this
I have the green one as well. Yeah, this must be from the year before. I
Yeah,
have
because
yeah.
this is
I
what
have
you-
the green
Yeah,
one.
the purple one's from the
Here it
first
is.
year. I got that
There
one.
it is. Oh, that's stuff on my desk. There it is.
Yay.
Yeah.
Again, no year, so no problem. You know.
Yeah, that's why I did it that way. I just wanted to get a different color every year.
Hey,
Alexa, how did your surgery go?
yes.
I can't believe all the years that we've known each other. You call me Alexa.
I know you woke
I did,
you woke up the device
Alexa.
on the other side of this fabric wall.
I'm just like, okay, yeah.
Alexis.
Alexa, I know that.
It's spelled out right above her face.
It's not like it's not right in front of you.
Yeah, what the hell,
Shut up.
Lloyd?
I want to hear her answer. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what the
How
hell,
was your
Doyle?
surgery, Alexis?
I'm sorry. What did you say, Lloyd?
How was your surgery, Alexis?
It was fun as shit. How was it? It was great.
It was successful.
Oh,
Good.
I
yeah.
want to know.
Good to
And
hear.
they said, oh yeah, they did a dressing change right before I left, and I was fortunately paying attention. In fact, I took a video, and they said,
people
home,
dress in front of me. I pay attention, but please continue.
well, they said home health and wound care will be out at your home, and you need 3 dressing changes every week. And I'm like, okay, and they're going to call me or just show up. And they said, well, probably call first. I haven't heard a word. So
No,
I've done.
they're supposed to call and make a schedule with you. And you know
They
that.
haven't-
That's what agencies do
Yeah,
to
they
make sure
don't
that
do
you're going to be there, so they're not sending their very expensive employee. To
They
an
haven't
agency.
sent. They haven't called. They haven't done anything. I've done all the dressing changes myself.
How long's it been?
Well, I got out. I went in on Thursday,
Mhm.
and then they ran
Surgery?
tests, all kinds of stuff. The surgery wasn't until Monday. They released
Monday.
me on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay,
Mm.
yeah.
All right.
It's
So
like 4
it's-
days.
Yeah, it's long enough. It absolutely is. I would definitely call.
Yeah.
I would call your doctor.
I
I just-
call it.
I just am doing it myself. I watched how they did it. I bought all the supplies, had it shipped to the house, and
I would
I'm
still
just-
call your doctor, have a nurse come out and double check it just in case.
You
Yeah.
know,
I got
it's-
a doctor that
I'll
lives
tell you
right
right now, your insurance is going to be billed for it anyway, so you may as well take it.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't send anybody out, because I don't have any insurance.
Oh. So
So
it's do it yourself time. I get it. All right.
yeah, I've been fighting to get
Hmm.
Medicare Part B for over a year before my husband passed away.
I
Yeah.
don't know why you have. It's so crazy. You have such a.
I
hard
don't
time.
understand why you don't have it because you should have had it
Yeah.
by now.
I mean, not
course.
that every case is the same. I mean, mine worked. I logged in and boom.
Well, I
Yeah,
had it.
It's very
I
strong.
had it at one time, but I was on Jeff's medical insurance, and he had a major carrier, like Aetna or whatever it was.
Sure.
And when he passed away, his insurance, of course, ended.
Right,
Actually,
yeah.
it did before he passed. And before he passed, I was trying to get Part B for both of us. But anyway, long story short, I only have Medicare Part A. So I'm sure that they're like, oh, they don't have insurance. Forget about her.
Well, I mean, you got the hospitalization part with the A at least.
Yeah. So I got a doctor that lives right next door. She said she's going to be back. They've been out of the country, but she'll be back tomorrow.
Talk to an agent that carries like United and Humana and all the big, not a guy that just represents one a whole bunch.
Nice.
And let's say the one he makes the most money on. Anyway, now if you get a deal, the guy I went with was somebody that took care of a friend of mine. So I already had that, you know what I mean? So and then when I met him, it's a good guy, and he showed me the different plans. And it's like, and I pay $31.90 and I have not only the B, I have better deductible, I have all kinds of shit. And it's $31.90 instead of, I mean, just Part B is $202,
Every month.
Yeah.
Wow.
So because it's just some kind of payback thing where they pay 171 of that, and then I get these other benefits, including a little bit of dental and a little bit of eyeglass, which is kind of cool.
Right. Yeah.
And medicines on there.
Yeah.
$31.90 a month.
I don't know what
Alexis,
the
are they deducting the payment from your Social Security for Part B?
No.
Okay.
And I've been fighting for this. It's like, what is the holdup? I mean, I'm getting my Social Security, obviously, and
Yeah, that's supposed to be automatic. They're supposed to
Right.
just take your Part B right out of your.
the last time I heard from them, and I've got it scanned on my phone. The last time I heard from them, they said they needed proof that I had major medical coverage through my or my husband's employer when I turned 60. Well, that was 3 years ago. So I went to Jeff's clinic. They filled out the form that they sent and signed it and everything, and I mailed it back in their prepaid envelope. But I scanned everything first for proof.
Of course.
And that was February.
I'd be calling. I'd
Oh,
raise hell with them.
I've called, I've written, I've gone into the office, and they say, "Oh, it's in the works." It's in the works."
Stop doing it by yourself and get an agent involved. Seriously.
Well, I did that too. My brother has a friend who's licensed in Texas, and she got involved. She filled out the paperwork, but she did it incorrectly. I had to take over and get the dates correct. It's been a big furball.
Well, get somebody else then. Get somebody that's been doing it a
Yeah,
while, knows what
go,
they're doing.
go to
Not a friend of a friend, an actual
go to a
agency that has at least some voice.
like United Healthcare or even
Yeah.
Blue Cross Blue Shield or somebody like that.
Kaiser.
Well, those
Kaiser,
those are who these. Look, if you go to a rep, he's going to represent. It depends who he's licensed for, who he represents. He's going to. He could sell you what you just U.S. Healthcare. He could sell you Kaiser. Yeah. He could sell you Humana, Geisinger. Whatever's available. Geyser used to be good, by the way.
Well,
I mean,
anyway, the bottom line is I've
they
been doing
suck.
all the dressing changes and no further infection. It's looking good.
That's good. Thank God.
Yeah.
God bless. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Good job. You are a nurse, aren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
Used to work in surgery. So it's right up my alley.
So we
Yep.
should feel right up your alley. So we should feel comfortable with you taking care of it as long as
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, it's not that difficult. I mean, it's not just a sutured up missing toe,
Yeah.
So
They sent me a nurse when my prostate out to come out and help me with my catheter.
there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Take a deep breath.
Well,
Yeah.
Alexis, the only thing I can say is at least you don't have to trim that toenail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one less time
Yeah,
out.
now you're down to 9. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call you Niner.
Of course, in my case,
Yeah.
it would screw up my math because I use my fingers on all 10 toes. And if I missed one, I'm obviously going to be out of luck.
Yeah, I knew all the
Just
jokes.
substitute it with something else, Lloyd.
If you're missing a
To
finger
make the
or
20. 19, 20.
if you're are you actually missing one or are you actually missing one? I could possibly be missing a finger or a toe. I mean, it's
No, I said if I was, it would be a handicap to me.
because it's a possibility.
If I only
Yeah,
had a
well,
brain.
Yeah, it's very possible I could be lost. I could have lost a toe. Anyway, Alexis, I'm very happy that you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
feel-
I'm glad it's
you
glad
seem
it's,
good. You appear good.
the infection had gone into the bone, and that's why they had to take the toe.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
that sucks.
It wasn't
Is it-
anything like gangrene or something
Is it
stupid.
affecting your walking or anything, or have you had to do any
Well,
therapy
of course,
for that?
it's gonna change your walking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jump.
I have to walk a certain way, just like you put your.
Yeah, once you get used to it, nobody will notice any difference than before.
It's just sore right now.
You'll change your gait a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
And
hey, 9 out of 10 ain't bad. Let me tell you, that's 90%.
Oh, yeah.
well, the danger here is I have 4 cats, 4 dogs. So they gave me an orthopedic boot to wear, and the orthopedic boot is open-toed. So the dog germs, them licking,
Oh, yeah.
their fur can get in there with bacteria. So
Right.
after I get it wrapped in gauze, after I've done the prep and get
Just
the
bag it up.
So I put it in the orthopedic boot, and then I put a bag, like a t-shirt bag, over my foot,
Just
and that keeps everything out. And then I do. They want me to do 1 dressing change every 3 days. I've been doing 2 dressing changes per day,
Yeah.
just to be
Wow.
on the safe side.
hey, it's your foot. Do it, baby.
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't cost anything, and I don't want to go back to the hospital.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Right.
it.
So-
nor
Hey,
have
just-
future problems with your feet.
My foot.
Oh, I don't want to see it.
No, nobody
Ah.
wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
There's the bag.
Oh, the boot. Okay. Hey,
No,
so
it's not even the boot.
yeah. Clint Eastwood's first credited movie was The First Traveling Sales Lady. I've been waiting to tell you that this whole time.
What year was that?
1956.
Yeah, 50s.
And then he was in Lafayette Escadrille.
That's good.
And that was in 58. And then
Are
Fistful of Dollars was
you
the
gonna
first
repeat
spaghetti.
the last word he says now for every movie? Escadrille.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, the Fistful of Dollars was the first spaghetti western. I thought it was Hang 'em High, to be honest with you.
Oh,
So
no,
that's-
Hang 'em
that
High
was my
came a
mistake.
lot later.
I just
But
watched
see,
that.
here's the reason I thought it was Hang 'em High, because the story. He's minding his own damn business, and they grab him and they hang him. And to me, that turns him into the man with no name that roams around shooting up shit, right? Because before that, he was just a ranch hand or whatever, right?
Yeah, but
You know, or
I
whatever.
don't know that those movies are necessarily related. But that, I just watched that movie again. Hang 'em High.
Hang 'em High.
Actually, yeah, it's available. You can watch it online for free.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so every so once in a while, I get like a little, like you get a. Oh, I feel
Clint
like
Eastwood.
watching Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah,
see,
I
see
do.
what's see what's available, or I feel like watching certain people. What's his name? King of New York. King of New York. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's his name? The big fat guy.
No,
What's his nuts?
no,
No,
not
Brando?
There's a TV show called King of New York.
King of
No,
New
that was
York
Queen.
movie.
Oh, King of Queens. You're right.
Yeah.
That's King of Queens.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kevin
Kevin-
James. Yeah.
Kevin
No,
James.
King of New York
Yeah.
is Christopher Walken.
Oh,
Uh,
that
Christopher
guy.
Walken.
It's a great movie. It's a great.
Anyway, the
Fishburne's-
movies are linked, by the way, just briefly. Fistful of Dollars, a few dollars more, Good, the Bad,
Well,
and
those
Ugly.
are definitely
all
linked, but I don't know if
Yeah, those
if,
three
if
are.
Pale Rider has anything to do with that, or
yeah, Josie
Pale
Wade.
Rider was a follow up.
But no, I will definitely give you that those are, because they're actually named the same, kind of, sort of. Some twist, a few
think
dollars
Pale
more,
Rider
a few
was,
dollars more. Oh, so I guess they're related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of Fistful of Dollars 2, they got creative. King of New York's got Lawrence Fishburne and Wesley Snipes, David Caruso,
Oh, okay.
Joe Dahlia, Anthony Redmond. It's got a bunch of very recognizable people in this movie, and it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah,
Like
Pale Rider was 20 years later, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a
Pale Rider came out
he
in
was
85.
really pale then.
yeah.
it was a
Yeah, that's
it-
way out there.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a sequel to
Yeah.
High Plains Drifter.
Yeah.
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 Plains Drifter.
Yeah. Or
Just watched
Outlaw
that one
Josie
again.
Wales.
Or
Outlaw Josie Wales. That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, in both those movies, he got shot in the back multiple times, and when you see him in Pale Rider, he takes his shirt off. You can see the bullet holes that he
Yeah,
had.
not in High Plains Drifter. High Plains Drifter, he was whipped to death.
Oh, that's right. So maybe Pale Rider is a.
Just
from
watched that
Josie
movie
Wales.
again recently. Every so often.
Yeah, that's a good movie too. He hides under the porch, right? Or under the sidewalk and he gets away by hiding under the sidewalk. Is that
The
the
midget,
one?
the midget does.
No. The midget does? Okay.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
him.
the midget actually saw the
Not
murder.
you, Art. Another one.
Saw the murder of the marshal of the town. So it's intimated that this guy is that marshal that was murdered in his street. They brought him in, but he actually figured out their corruption with the mining
Yeah.
company, and he was going to do something about it. So they hired some guys, 3 of them, and they whipped him to death in his street while these people watched.
That's right.
So this
Right.
was who the High Plains Drifter was, although nobody recognized him. And he came in and just had a good old time, by the way. Got laid,
Yeah.
raped somebody.
Uh-huh.
You know. Yeah, anti-hero. She wanted it.
Is that the movie where where's the movie where he paints the town red?
That's the movie.
High Plains Drifter.
That's the movie, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Welcome to
Yeah,
Hell.
yeah, okay.
He actually
Welcome to Hell,
paints
yeah.
He actually paints
Yeah.
hell over the name of the town. Nobody sees that,
Yeah.
you know. And then he just kind of rides out of town, and most of them get shot to shit. And then he kills the bad guys because they had to come.
Mhm.
But then I think they did something with his grave. They gave him a marker. So then when he rode off, he kind of disappeared into the sun. So he was able,
Right, yeah.
because he had no marker before.
Right. Yeah, he was in an unmarked grave. Yeah.
Mm.
I think the little guy made the
Always a
marker.
mistake. Mark
Yeah.
the graves.
Yeah.
Was that Billy Barty that played the midget?
I believe
Was
so.
that Billy Barty?
I think you're right.
Billy Barty played the midget.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's
I don't
find
know.
out.
Yeah, let's find
made-
That's
out.
a really
Billy
good
Barty, but I
movie,
could be
and
wrong.
Bruce Willis did a remake of it, and the remake wasn't bad. I forget what they called that with the Bruce Willis, where it's in the 40s or something like that. They did the same movie, but it's in the 40s, basically. It feels like it.
Michael, this
There's
one
two
you got
factions.
Clint Eastwood, Sidney Penny, Chris Penn, Carrie Snodgrass, whoever that is, Richard Keel. That's the big giant motherfucker.
Good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big guy.
Michael Moriarty,
Yeah.
John Russell, Richard Dysart, Doug McGrath. They're not showing me the midget yet. Come on, let's have some more.
Yeah. It'd be
Billy
a small
Drago,
part.
Fred, Ryan, Charles.
Maybe not. I would have sworn it was Billy Barty.
Yeah, might have been Michael Dunn.
Michael Dunn.
Yeah. He's the guy in Star Trek where they went to the planet Plutonius.
He was a dwarf, wasn't he?
Yep.
He's a dwarf, yeah.
Yeah,
And-
this guy was more of a midget.
Yeah.
I think.
He was also in Wild
Okay.
Wild West.
Damn.
Are we looking at Pale
Was it
Rider?
Billy?
Billy Curtis.
No, I'm not looking at it now. Billy Curtis?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know who that is. And he was just
Wait,
short.
wait,
Maybe
wait,
he's not
wait.
a dwarf.
Oh no, there's nothing. You might be thinking of Clint Eastwood earlier. High Plains Drifter. I'm sorry, Billy Curtis. Billy Curtis was Mordecai. That's the midget. That's in High Plains Drifter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he made him. He made
Yeah,
him
that's
the.
the one where he paints the town red and everything, right? Because he
Right.
makes him the mayor.
Yes.
He makes him the mayor. He makes the
the
midget the
mayor.
mayor.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good
Billy
movie.
Cur-
And
Billy
you're right.
Curtis.
He kept snatching that girl off the street and having his way with her, and she was mad because he didn't come back.
dude. I'll tell you what. He had no shortage of jobs. There's like 100 billings here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1938 to 1988. So he didn't live all that long, 60 years. Because I know he probably stopped when he died. He was born in 09, but died in 88. Yeah, 79 years old.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Curtis was one of the Munchkins.
He was
Huh?
one
Yeah.
of
Yes,
I'm
Spice.
saying. Oh yeah, absolutely. He was one of the Lollipop Guild guys. One of the
Lollipop
three
guys.
Lollipop
right.
Guild
He was
guys.
he was he was he was
Yeah.
he was a braggart munchkin, a braggart. So yeah, it had to
Oh,
be
yeah.
one had to be one of those guys.
You do that really well, Art. I'm just
Yeah, I
We
know.
represent.
Yeah.
If they do if they do a reboot, would you? If they do a reboot, would you try out for the part there, Art?
I might be too old.
Yeah, he might be aged out. Actually,
Well, maybe they go back to Oz. Now
Yeah,
everybody's
go
old.
back to Oz. Okay.
no, they're gonna use CGI
Yeah.
to do
CGI,
them all like they
yeah.
did in Snow White.
No
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, guys,
Yeah.
gimp
Yeah.
out.
Well,
Good
I'm
night.
gonna
Short.
point
Gimp
out
out.
that we're at 2.5 hours.
Gimp out.
it is 2.5 hours, so I'm going to call it a night.
Yeah.
I said I was going to make it
Half breed out.
a little shorter. So let's do the song. What do you think?
Yeah,
Everybody,
let's
thanks for
do it
coming
all.
in. We appreciate. There's still 11 people, but thanks for stopping in. Had a decent showing tonight.
Yeah. Pretty good show tonight.
Where's the thing?
You want to be where people see.
Oh, here it is.
They're all the same.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.
How dare you!